Nice.
What a dick.
Right, I think I'm broadcasting.
I shall tell you if you are in a moment.
Someone's put me in this fucking Audi pish.
No halty, yeah?
No
No
halty,
halty.
no sutty, no disco. Yes, you are, Kelly. And I
Lovely.
have that. And I
Matt,
shall
is
do
there
that.
even a point for me to put Sati, disco in that graphic?
No, start to leave him off as from next week because we'll be replacing him with a new driver we've got coming.
Oh, okay.
Disco who? Never heard of him.
He's been replaced, so I'm going to remove him from the tables as well, pretty much, Amplava.
Disco Inferno!
Is it a secret? Who's joining or?
No.
Do you remember Cobb who did the touring cars?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's super quick. Look out, En.
He beat Dan, but Dan feels like he was at an unfair advantage by being in the Astra. I argue Dan was just wank.
I mean, only the two ghost drove the Astra, let's be honest. Me and DJ Phil, so...
Okay, I can't believe you just put Phil and Goat in the same thing.
You did what, sorry?
I'll tell you what, Matt. We'll do this, shall we? We'll do a touring car championship. You can go in the Astra, right?
Yeah, man.
Well, everyone else goes in the Megane. How about that?
You know, I mean, there's only allowed to be as many Megans as there was when you...
No. Okay, well, we'll have you in the Astra. We'll put Fury in the Megane. We'll have Cobb in the Megane. Jay in the Megane. I'll go in Megane as well.
No. I wasn't in the Megane to kick your ass, so you're not allowed to be in the Megane.
I mean, you're more than welcome to have my setups for the Astra, and I'll go in the fucking BMW. You're like, no, I'll make it even easier for you. I'll go in the Mercedes. Because that's still fucking better than a shite Astra.
I actually rate the Mercedes.
It's just a Megane just down on power.
Yeah, and Plava was in the Mercedes.
Yeah.
But arguably, as soon as the weight was put on, the
Kelly.
Astra and the Mercedes was shit.
All touring cars are shit.
Race number DOS, KLF, is Dan's 150th.
Yeah, okay. Right, okay, am I reading this right? Andy with the fastest, with qualifying record 121.6.
Yeah.
And Orthodubs with the race record with a 122.725, yeah?
You are absolutely correct, my friend.
Feeling they'll both be broken tonight. The quality one definitely will.
By me. I fucking wish. I've seen his fucking lap times.
What was it? 121? 121, really? Yeah, maybe.
He's done a... Disco's done a... Disco. Not that fucking moron.
Who? Never heard of him.
Overtaker has... I've seen him do it. He's done a 120.9.
Shut up.
No, straight up.
He's a fucking absolute.
Shut up.
120.9.
Fucking
but
I mean, it took him most of the session to fucking do it, but he has
Kelly,
done
he's
a 120.9.
He's all over the place though, Kelly, so I'm not worried.
Well,
He
you
looked
know what's...
terrible.
I managed to
Do
get...
you know what?
I managed to get within half a second of him. That's all I could do.
This is exactly the same for Pro Am as it is in Pro, right? The way to beat Max Mulder is to get in front of him, right?
Put pressure on him, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be in front of him. Be in front of him. That's where to be. And the way to beat Overtaker is
Smithy,
to be in
you
front
should
of
have
him.
an invite, buddy.
Get him in front of him. That's the way to beat these guys.
The minute them two have got pressure on them, they're nowhere near as good.
Exactly. Exactly that. And that's the way to beat
Dad,
them. Yes,
do you remember last week at Catalonia when I got an actual decent race start and I pulled away? And then
Yes.
lap 2, Overtaker decided to fucking send it.
That was
Yep.
brilliant.
Yeah? I shat my fucking pants.
I bet.
That was brilliant.
I literally, like, even if you watch the highlights, right? I know he's coming. He's trying to do a fucking better on me. I genuinely felt like Bottas. I was about to get fucking anally raped, right? And the next thing you know, he darts one way, darts the other, and I'm like, fuck me, this guy's out of control. I then dash to the fucking left-hand side, and he just misses his brakes. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet.
Thank you very much.
I literally skimmed his wings. Skimmed it. Thing is, though, the Lamborghini wings are a lot stronger than the Mercedes wing.
Yeah, Mercedes wings made of dog shit.
I mean, we got a broadcaster, we got fucking cars. Let's race now, yeah?
Kelly, if
I'm
you
going
want a
back
good,
to them points.
if you want another stat for tonight, Kelly, 66 days till Christmas.
Twat.
If you want another stat, Matt's bet.
Whoa. I'm streaming here as well.
Not twat.
I got another stat. Another stat that's not really going to be done here tonight. The Porsche is one away from getting its 50th win.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I was working
I'm
going to
do that next week.
For it. And Kelly, you didn't win race 1, only race 2. Why?
What?
He said he was making the poster for Porsche's 50th win, and he says, Kelly, why didn't you win race 1?
I was working on it right up until Leon Fernie crashed in a straight line. I'll do it next week, mate. Get your poster ready. I'll have it done for next week.
Yeah, I have sent it to Matt, so...
Right, I'm going to go and have a shit. I'll be back.
Sitting there.
Did you say Sutty's not racing? Sorry, Ed.
Sutty's not here now.
No. Yeah, keep that fresh. I'll get that done next week. Keep it on the back burner, Matt.
What? That picture?
Yeah, that picture. Is it my Porsche?
What? Your Porsche is on the picture, but so is Gary's and Little Leach's from season 1 and Dan's.
No, take that shit off.
It's just to say that Porsche have got the 50th race win. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be the man to do it.
Oh shit, and you might have to do the Lamborghini one tomorrow. I might need to post that one tomorrow. I don't know. There's still 2. We'll see where we are after race 1, I suppose. But yeah.
Wait. And if you got no, if you got any time left,
for Lamborghini, yeah.
Oh,
if you've got any time left, bang up a promotional video for Audio Sport. 20-year anniversary next year.
We'll see,
You've got till next year. You've got till next year. You're all right.
Yeah. You got 11 weeks, whatever it is. 66 days plus 1 week. 73 days.
Yeah.
Just send me some videos to work with.
Yeah. If I could send you some videos to work with, I'd do it myself.
Okay.
That's what you do, magic your fucking media out there.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got plenty of photos. I've got 20 years worth of photos, but I haven't got time to put it all together to a video.
Kelly's flying him in from Latvia to do it all, to do all the filming and everything.
I'll take N on as my media man.
I looked at one of your videos, I think last week, or even 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
There's a lot of claw in the pro group, look.
That's because Dan's not invited you to be race director, has he?
Looks a nuts in there, doesn't it? Hi, all the big boys.
Smith, you look the bog's bollocks in pro, look at you. Mixing it with the big lads, with your U12,080 licence.
Mine never goes up. How do you get it to go up?
Go faster.
The letter is the safety rating, the number is the skill rating.
Okay.
So go faster, drive safer.
Yeah, don't hit anyone and beat people with a bigger number than yours. That's how you get it up better.
Fuck, I've got no hope. What's the lowest your licence can be?
You.
Oh.
Number-wise, I don't know.
3 years.
Number-wise, I can't tell you.
Booted.
Smithy, I think you should aim to see if you can get the numbers into 3 figures.
Yeah.
What's the pit window tonight, gentlemen?
Pit window got posted. It is end of 4 to 13.
4 to 13.
So is A higher than D?
S is the best, U is the worst. For
I've
some
been working
reason,
on the S for so long now.
When I had my Virgin problems and I had to race on my son's PS4, it then fucked my licence up and put me down to a D 1500.
Now shut up, you just crashed into it. Don't cry.
No, because the stupid thing is do you know the colour background as well? You see, like, where are you? You've got the silver background, yeah?
Yeah.
So that changes after so many race starts you've had. Mine's blue because apparently I started no races. Yet when you press on my stats, race starts 2,897.
Mine's yellow.
I never noticed that, man.
Is mine gold or yellow?
Yours is technically classed as gold, so when you've done 450 online race starts, I think it is, yours will go the same colour as Biggs's and Grills and Dan's and Peaceful's.
Oh, nice.
Is Dan still here, or has he gone to the shitter?
Shitter.
I think he's
Man,
back.
nearly everybody in pro's fucking an S-Class.
No, I'm not. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not. Right. Ha ha!
We don't crash, you
I
know.
don't know how, mate. I've just winged it, I
That's
think.
debatable, yeah. Oh, mate, you looks terrible up against the S's.
My S stands for spin. And
It's
that's where the
Spinala.
number is how many.
Benala.
So I've
That's
spawned
seven.
1,475 times.
Spun?
Fucking hell, Richie's killing it then.
Yeah, you're
What
not
have you
far
done
behind
here?
him. You're catching him on spins, Dan.
You got going.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
How is JM Griller 1744?
Oh, I'm not really sitting here, but then.
He probably races against one other person.
He races with
He has
Richie.
he's been doing it 72 years.
Well, fair one.
Desk. Need a commentary box, man. This is fucking hard work.
Well, so the highest number you got is the best, the best, isn't it? So,
The higher that, yeah, so your number default starts at 1,500. So if your number drops below 1,500, you've obviously lost skill. If your number's above 1,500, you've obviously gained skill.
so
Smith-
Richie's technically
Kelly-
the best driver, isn't it?
Emplava's lost a bit of skill, he's 4 below it. Kelly's lost a bit of skill, he's 80-something, he's 70-something below it. Smithy, you're nearly 300 below the default.
Smithy, you've give up your skill, by the looks of it.
And if you notice,
There ain't no skill.
Donated
if
your
you
skill
notice,
to me.
Smithy, if you notice, Smithy, the Underfrog is the highest rated.
Yeah,
Both on him. Both on him.
yeah, Rich and yeah.
Right,
I reckon mine obviously takes it off.
Peaceful
and
system
says,
is Ferrari.
Kelly's
Whoa.
halfway to getting his S licence.
I heard
Halfway.
that
I've been
before we
halfway
joined.
for about a year.
Oh look, Mike's also lost some skill ratings. It's 1475.
Yeah, that's because of spin. I got to keep
He's
it
had the
around
odd
1500.
spin here and
It's
there.
fucking hard work, mate.
So do you get a little notification? 1500, right time to drop it. Bang.
No, that's what I said. Mine doesn't stand for any of that. Mine is 1,475 spins.
Love that. So when we
This
said
week-
earlier about getting a stat, it's there.
So, yeah, exactly. So Richie's had a fucking nightmare, mate. 1,856.
So
He
arguably
must
then,
be some sort
Smithy,
of fucking ballet dancer.
so Smithy's the best because he's not doing any spins.
No, he's undertaking a lot.
He's done 1,280 U-turns.
It's alright, you've got 1,669 fucking drive-throughs, you cheating bastard.
Dan's got 1,721 shunts.
Yeah.
No, that's how many
Listen,
shits he's had this week.
What's
What the
Kelly's
fuck are the
limit?
leeches, man?
Kelly's had
Kelly's
1,415 attempts. Attempts at what?
win.
I'll leave that to your
Attempts at
imagination,
winning
but
a title.
attempts at anything.
A win.
Attempts to win. Yeah. How many have I started at 1,500.
Attempts to avoid Leon Fernie hitting him.
Don't start.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
no,
good
wait,
luck,
that's
guys. I'm
Smithy's.
going in the other chat, Matt. I'll see you in
Yeah,
there.
so, I'll see you there, mate. When do we go to Bathurst? Isn't Bathurst coming up?
Not for a while, is it?
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck,
It's
mate.
4 races time.
Good luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've got some shit to use at Bathurst, Dan.
What?
Kelly losing to Joe by second places. Kelly and Argent hitting each other in the chase.
Kelly winning.
We've got some fantastic things to use.
Gems.
Kelly, don't listen to the stream when we're at Bathurst.
I don't listen to the stream anymore anyway.
Oh, that's all right. Don't watch.
I
the
watch
stream
it back
after
the next day.
Bathurst.
And then I analyse all your mistakes.
Right, I best go start this other party because these two don't know how to
Yeah.
do it.
Dan, if I don't
Yeah.
speak to you afterwards, are you coming round Sunday for the Grand Prix? It's a late one.
Fucking 8 o'clock in the evening, are you fucking mad?
What, is that past your bedtime now, is it?
Yeah, I'll be over.
Mate, it's
Cool,
10
I'll see you then.
o'clock for
Just
me.
in case you have a tantrum on a bad
Oh,
race too.
man up, Father. Qualifying for us at fucking 11 at night. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, qualifying
Is
for me
it?
at midnight.
Yeah.
Qualifying's at
1
11 p.m.
Yes.
Saturday.
10 o'clock for me.
No, 10, sorry, 10.
10. I'm gonna say, fuck man. They're in America this week, F1. So it's a
Kota.
late race, so the race starts at 8 p.m. Qualifying starts at 10 p.m. our time. Right, Kelly.
Just start the race right here.
Mate, see you on
See
the
you on the
podium.
podium. Yes, my friend.
It works. I'm telling you, it works. Right, Smithy, are we in the comms thing? No, we're not in the comms party, are we?
You're-
No. Oh, you're not going to be left all alone, then, are you? I can't even remember who is your teammate? Smokey, that's right, yes.
Yeah, good race last night.
Yeah, you fucked my race up. Yeah. Yeah, if you listen to what Welsh she says. Right, I'm going to move to the com box. You got a link to that, Smithy. Good luck, Ed. Hi, Dan's in here. Hello. Sorry, what? Yeah, I've still got a link to it, but you've got to start it, have you?
You can start it, it's quite easy.
Yeah, the first week I think you deleted me off it, didn't you?
I shouldn't have deleted you. You and Smithy are always in here. The only people
Okay.
I delete are people who don't need to be in here.
Okay, so if I wanted to start it,
Yeah.
how do I go about that? Just start a party and it'll give me a list, will it?
Hold the PlayStation button.
Yep. Right.
It'll come up saying party, yeah?
Yes.
If you're in that...
Oh shit, hang on. Just pulled me doodah out. Hang on. Sorry, I'm back. I just pulled my lead out.
Right, so when you're on that page, just say quick menu party, yes?
Yes, yeah.
It says go to party screen.
Yes, yep.
Click on that.
Go to parts. Yep.
And it'll bring you to where you see Smithy and my name and all that bullshit, yeah?
You're right, yeah.
Where it says view other parties,
Yeah.
it will show you other parties that are joinable.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's where obviously you can switch between that one and this one when I'm already in it.
Yeah.
If you want to start a party, we're already in it. I'll explain to you when I come over yours on Sunday.
Okay.
But basically, when you're on the main homepage, when you're in the main homepage,
Yeah.
you can see all your games, all that crap, right? If you go to the top, there should be one with a headset.
Sorry, where's this? Oh yeah. I know. Yeah. That's the one I normally use to get on. Yeah.
So where it would obviously come up saying so and so started a party. You can
Yeah.
join it. It also says start a party.
Right.
You go on that. It will then come up saying closed party. You click on that, and then obviously you're able to join in a closed party.
Yeah.
That's already been set up.
I'm with you. We'll have to try that when there's nobody on at some point. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okay. I presume Matt's doing the same as he done last week and running the track guide when I tell him to. I suppose.
He if you say we will now go onto a track guide, he'll probably press it.
Yeah, he fucked it up royally the last couple of weeks on Pro Am, hasn't he?
Has he?
Oh,
He can still hear you, by the way. He can still hear you because he's got your stream.
Well, he has fucked it up royally.
Yeah,
Keeps
Matt,
talk-
you fucking waste of space.
He keeps talking over it, or I
Yeah,
mean, he
you
restarted.
fucking cockhead.
All right, and he started it twice last night, but yeah, anyway.
Right, I'm going to invite Gary and Little Each one more time, but fucking... There's Smokey, he's online.
Where are we? Oh yeah.
Gary...
I've lost my wingman for race 1. Haley's got to go and make a telephone call, so I've got to do everything, man. I've got to write shit down and
Oh no.
I know. I multitask.
Multi-21.
I'll do the replays.
Yeah.
Multi-21.
Multi-21, yeah, multi-fuck right up.
My work colleague James wants me to start a podcast with him.
What? Called
Motorsport
multi-21?
podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were looking at names and we thought Multi-21 for a podcast name. But then we found out some French company had
Already done
taken
it?
it already. Yeah, so we're going to go Multi-12. Or Multi-12. Or Multi-21. Or we're just going to call him the number 2 driver. Anyway, good luck. Am I telling you good luck?
I don't know. Well, we need good luck. You have good luck.
I fucking need it. Right.
You're not keen round here.
I'm in the 21s, but yeah.
What?
It's fucking
21?
Just.
Yeah, but how are you feeling on the track?
Alright. Like, it's Laguna. It's wank. It always has been wank.
I don't dislike it. You were saying on stream last night you didn't know if I liked it or not. I quite like it, but only because I seem to go well. But it's one of those tracks, isn't it?
You fucking go well at American circuits, so...
Yeah, it's an American thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, I best go, or else we're going to be fucking late, so...
Alright, mate. Right on. Good luck.
Later.
Laters. Right. Okie dokie. You had a strong start last night, Smithy.
Yeah. Second race I did.
Yeah, race 2, yeah. Yeah, you beat me off the line.
Yeah, I'm automatic gears, isn't I?
Ah, yes, of course.
That's why I was hoping. In the first race, you see, when I'm mid-pack, the person in front don't normally go as quick, so I struggle to get away. It was quite nice, actually, where I started. I was doing alright, to be fair.
Yeah, you were. My starts, I was a little bit cautious because American lights. Yeah, I didn't need another drive-through. Never mind.
Oh yes. It's just getting a little bit frustrating the Pro-Am at the moment.
Why? Do you want to do better?
No, not me. I just mean other people on track.
Oh, right,
I said to Matt earlier on Facebook chat, I said it's just too many people trying to be N-Dubs and Matt on track, trying to get through the pack, but too aggressively, and they're not that good at drivers. Just stick to
do it,
what you're good at, and just try and get through slowly. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Not saying you or anyone, but you know, there's certain people on the track that are just trying to get too many places too quickly.
Okay, we better pick this up some other time, Smithy, because we're probably live right about now, and all those folks out there would just have heard us commenting about some of the driving standards from last night's Pro-Am, but don't worry about that. Let's worry about tonight, shall we? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Simplay Motorsport GT3 Pro Championship Season 7. Welcome along. We are back, and we are here at Laguna Seca, here, Spooky Laguna, and I'll explain why I call it that a bit later on. Welcome. Hope you're in good spirits this evening. I'm joined in the commentary box. My name, of course, is Kelly Davis, and aka klf900, and of course I'm joined in the commentary box by my co-commentator for a Thursday evening, the Smithmeister, the Smithster, the Rainmeister. Smithy, how are you this evening?
I'm good, mate, and yourself?
I'm alright, mate. Yeah. I'm riding on the crest of the wave, aren't I? I had a good night last night, so or half of it was. So loving life right at the moment, which is awesome. We are here at Laguna Seca, here just outside California, I believe Laguna Seca is, as I remember. It's warm here, isn't it, in Cali?
It is, even in the evenings it's warm.
It certainly is, and you're quite right. We're in the evening race this evening. I believe we are around 7 o'clock in the evening for this 20-minute practice session. Let's get started straight away, shall we, with Unorthodox's brilliant track guides. Matt's going to press the magic button, and any second now you are going to see the track guide. So, have a look at this. I love those track guides from Daniel. I believe the times on there are supposed to be incorrect, but they are looking right to me. So pro qualifying record is a 1:21.6, which was set by Andy in the BMW, and the the race record for Laguna Seca is a 1:22.725. set by the man you were just listening to, Unorthodubs. So on your screen now you'll have a beautiful Simplay graphic of the track. As said, these the times on here, they're all over the shop. Look at that, complete rubbish. And as you can see, yeah, it's FIA Grade 2. As Matt mentioned last night, you won't be seeing a Grand Prix here anytime soon, although I still think they do IndyCar here, as I believe. Most poles would be Big Boy Brazier and Andy with 2 apiece. Most wins, BT Targa. We miss BT. We don't see him very often. 2 wins. You'll see all the banners around the circuit saying that it's... Mazda that own the track. They don't anymore. I can't remember who it is who it's owned by these days, so I'm going to look that up in just a minute.
What do you want us to look up?
Who owns Laguna Seca track now, the circuit? Which are you on it, are you? Smithy's on it. I was just looking it up on WeatherTech. I knew it was it. WeatherTech, my friend, they're the ones who own it. Whoever they are and whatever they do. Maybe they do some tech weather. Maybe that's what they do. Okay, shall we? What we need to do next? We probably need to do championship standings, Smithy. You're excited about that, aren't you?
I'm always excited to hear the standings.
Absolutely. Right, let me... I haven't got my my partner in crime, my personal assistant this evening. Hayley's got other things to do this evening, so well, certainly for race 1 anyway. So I'm having to do all the things myself. I'm having to press buttons and read stuff, as well as look at the screen and talk, which is just not on, is it? So I'm hoping any second now there's going to be a graphic come up on your screen, and I will run through how the championship looks. The Drivers' Championship looks like this. Still out in front, but his gap's been pulled back a little bit after some different race winners last week, and that'll be Overtaker in the Lamborghini with 133 points. In second place is Dan on Orthodub 16, Love Island Bombshells in the Audi with 99 points. Matt closely behind with 87 points. He's in third place. Gary 131 Jaeger Motorsport in the Mercedes-Benz is 77 points now, 56 off the lead. P5 is Richie Rich. Well, you got me doing it now. Richie 95, Speedy Frogs 61 points, and Plava is in 6th place in his Ferrari with 56 points. Fury's in 7th, Teletubby Motorsport in the Mercedes-Benz with 53 points. Little Leach, Love Island Bombshells with 49 points. Big Boy Brazier, Ginsters are not proper pasties, is in what did I say? 9th place, 44 points. Peaceful Explosion, Simplay Racing Ferrari, 37 points. 11th place is Sutty Apex, Simplay Racing in the Ferrari, 31 points. JM Grill, Speedy Frogs in the Mercedes, 27 points. Holty's in 13th place, not here this evening, he's in Portugal. All right for some. Teletubby Motorsport with 23 points. D-Biggs is in 14th position with 23 points. Smoky Devil is in 15th with 12 points, and we have lost Disco Face from the championship. He was on minus 21 points at that point, just in case anybody wanted to know that. As far as the constructors, it looks like this. Jaeger Motorsport out in front with 164 points. Love Island Bombshell 16 off the lead in second place with 148 points. Over McDisco Face Racing in the Lamborghini, 112 points in third place. Speedy Frogs, 88 points in fourth. Teletubby Motorsport coming in fifth with 76 points. And P6 is Smoking Hot Racing with 68 points. Tied with Simplay Racing on 68 points. And bringing up the rear at the moment, Ginsters with P8 with 67 points. So, yes, excellent. Where are we? 8 minutes remaining of the practice session. Just before we get chit-chatting Smithy. I will just say hi to those in the chat. We've got 16 watching and 8 likes. Come on, guys, press the like button, like and subscribe, and all that stuff that Matt loves. Right, say hello to Audio Sport. No, that's me, so I don't need to say hello to me. THR Racing League, yeah, okay. PN, yeah. Good evening, PN, and he's struggling with a sore throat tonight, Smithy. I think he should suck a fisherman's friend. That would do it.
A bit of honey and lemon. Always
a bit of honey and lemon. Yeah, that'll do it. Hot toddy. That'll help you out. Absolutely. Saying hello to Mummy D. Hello to Welsh who's in the chat. Birthday this week. Monkey Boy, my teammate who's beginning to pull away from me in the championship. We need to put that in check. Good evening, all you guys, and welcome. Anybody else watching, please just give us a hello and just let us know you're there, because we like the interaction. Don't we, Smith?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Right, okay, now I can sit back in my chair just for a minute now and look at how we're getting on with the practice. How are we getting on? Listen,
we've quite a few people missing tonight.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Sutty's not available tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what Sutty's... I'll try and find out in the break. Sutty might be working, but no Sutty this evening. No Holty, as I mentioned. He's
away, living it
in
up.
Portugal. I'd like to be in Portugal, wouldn't you?
Yep. Portugal or Race Project Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
no Fury,
it was
nor his teammate, no Fury.
Sorry, what? I gotta turn you up a little bit.
We haven't got Fury tonight.
Sorry,
Not
yes, no. Yeah, no Fury in at the moment. Was I told that there was no Fury tonight? Again, I haven't seen any of the Fury Massive, so...
I don't know if he's serving a qualifying ban race one, is he?
God, you probably know better than I do, mate. I can't keep up with it all, you know?
No.
Yeah, you probably would know better than I would. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, possibly, I'm not sure. We'll have to... Again, we'll have to come back to you on that one, I think. But, oh, look at Gary throwing it round that penultimate corner and then going into pits. So... Overtaker's our first man into the 121s. The rumour is he's done a 120.
That's quick.
That's epically quick. Considering what was Pro-Am pace last night, I narrowly missed out on pole race 2 with a 24.5, I think that was. There was a lot of 24s last night in the qualifying, so that's like, you know, yeah. Where would we be? Down in 8th place or whatever, the best qualifier. So, yeah, it's quite a lot of time lost, isn't it, on what's relatively quite a short lap.
They're 3 seconds quicker than any of our guys. That's quite a lot of time to make, isn't it?
It is, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
Where they get it from, I don't know.
No, I don't. I don't get it. I have a setup for my car, and then Dan comes along. He drives my setup and takes it like 3 seconds faster. I found certainly last season the deficit I thought was about 2 seconds last season. So yeah, I mean Overtaker is setting the bar higher and higher. With the pros, and you know, I think the deficit is possibly more like 3 or 4 seconds sometimes between pro and pro-am, and believe you me, when you're in it, Smith, it's so frustrating to try and...
I think I'll just be watching. I don't think I'll ever be in it.
It is I've said it before, you know, and I'm sure the likes of Monkey and Welshie and Rabbit and so on and so forth will all agree with me. The level is just so intense, and you can't afford to make mistakes. You know, everything you're trying to do is chase that lap time all the time, and it's really hard. So yeah, anyway, Spooky Laguna is what I call this place, Smithy.
Why is that? Give me a clue.
Well, stuff seems to happen here, right? Weird stuff seems to happen. We normally have glitchy races with Laguna. Now, I don't know if you noticed last night, but somebody retired on track, and their lights were still left on the track. Did you see that?
Yeah, on the 7th bend, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. It's stuff like that happens a lot here. I had wheel problems early evening last night. Argent had wheel problems. saved replays. My replays only gave me 9 seconds of each race, which is not a lot of use. Last year, everyone kept coming out of the pits and hitting the pit wall as they came out, as you see now on screen where we're looking at Smoky Devil. Once they accelerated out, your car would be thrown right over and hit the pit wall. Everyone was doing it last time we were here, and giving them damage. And stuff like that happens at Laguna.
Should be interesting tonight, eh?
Yeah, so look out for it. If weird stuff happens, then we have to put it down to it being Spooky Laguna, because it just weird stuff happens. And yeah, they also started to have camera trouble last night, so look out for that as well. Like we did last week at yeah, it was our going last week, wasn't it? Apparently Matt edited the highlights for Catalonia, and it took him quite a long time because he had to get rid of all the shots of the trees that we had at Catalonia. If you didn't see last week's race, please go back on the YouTube channel and have a look. Not now, obviously, when you've got some time, and go back and view. I tell you what I was going to say tonight. I was viewing last night's races at lunchtime today, and just wallowing in my own success for a little bit, and as you can imagine, I fast forwarded race 1.
Yeah,
but I mean, we got 16 watching now. We normally get about 20 people watching. That's about right, isn't it?
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah, so we normally get about 20 people watching. By the time I watched at lunchtime today, right? So what were we? Yeah, probably about I don't know, 14 hours after the actual thing. The race had already had 160 plus views.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I mean, you go back and look on the YouTube channel, and many of the races have got 200 plus views on them, right? But that was 160 overnight. So I wonder who these people are that watch when, not live. They watch like later tonight or whatever. And I'd like to just say hello to those people, because we're a replay to them now, Smith.
Yeah, well, 16 of them are probably 16 of us that race.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Well, we know for a fact we've got Welshie in the chat, we've got Max Mulder in the chat, we've got Peaceful Stepdad in the chat, we've got Welshie, Monkey Boy, PN. We know all of those guys except probably Peaceful Stepdad are racers. So, yeah, it's probably us lot that watch live, and all these other people watch us as a replay. So, hello to all those people. Come and join us live sometime and say hello. We'd love to see you and love to hear your comments, all you people, you 160 people who are going to watch it tonight. Oh, that was nasty for Little Leech there. Did you see that?
Yeah, he loved that though, didn't he? That's what Little Leech is all about.
He's all about the crash. He's all, and his brother, Leech is like London buses. One crashes, the other crashes. Oh dear.
It'll be interesting to see in qualifying. If Overtaker can get out first and do his usual, but it's quite a short track.
You're right, it is, and it's one of those. It's a lot shorter than Catalonia where we were last week, but it doesn't seem that much shorter. I don't know if you felt that. As Emplava has a moment, he catches it. Did it feel short to you?
I found it quite short, but I really enjoyed the track. I really like this track. I mean, I don't know where you find overtaking best, but when I was behind you in the second race, when you were behind Dean, you overtook him just coming up the hill.
Yeah.
On that bend just before the hill.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where you'd say the best overtaking place. I always assumed on the straight, on the start line, but the Acura never had the pace from the straight line.
Yeah, down into turn 1 is doable, but turn 1 being a double apex can be tricky. I mean, I tried it I did round the outside of somebody. I think it was DJ Phil in race 1. But down into turn 1, the last corner, you can get it done up into the corkscrew. there's a couple of places around here, and as we come to the end of the practice session, let's have a just quick run through this, and we'll pick up about the track again in just a moment. So, Overtaker with the fastest time, a 1:21.2. That is rapid. Dan just a sniff behind. Well, I say sniff, he's nearly a second behind him on a 1:22. And I think, was it Matt there in Emplava? I think it might have been. Yeah. Was the third quickest. So we move into the qualifying session.
Somebody's got a red thing next to their name.
That'd be Matt. Oh, Matt. You should know better. That will be a grid penalty. Probably Overtaker's just one. Overtaker's out first. He's cracking up.
6.7. He's going for the fast one again.
Yeah, it's drier than a martini. That's going to be an out, a quick, and return to the pits. That is. So whatever happens, it won't be Matt on pole because he's going to got himself a penalty. So Overtaker out first, and we'll see how they go. So just going back to the track, yes, I like this track as well. The problem with Laguna is each side of the track is dirt. So when you come off the track, there's no real runoff, and you know, once you hit that dirt, it's almost fatal every time, isn't it?
Yep.
As soon as you get a wheel on there, you're going round or in the wall. And so, I mean, as I say, you've got to stay in the groove and you've got to stay on the black stuff.
Yeah, without a doubt, you've got to stay on the black stuff. The curbs here weren't quite as bad as last week, though, I didn't find.
No, the curbs are a little bit more compliant. Yeah, I mean, some you can't. Well, the turn. We're on with Gary now. He's coming through turn. No, we're not. We're on with Richie now. He's coming to the last turn. Let's stay on with Richie. No, let's not stay on with Richie because he's spun out of the last corner.
Our mate's now doing his fast lap.
Okay, so Overtaker. Let's stay on board with Overtaker for this lap. He comes down into turn one. It's double apex. Dan would have explained most of this. He's just ruined the marker boards. This is the kink of two, so we're not really counting that. Turn two here. Quite easy to lose the back end here. Now, the next one is quite a fast right-hander. Now, I found if you get that back wheel up on the curb there, just let it roll off the other side, that's it. You're going over, you're going round. As he starts to come up the hill, this one I found a very tricky left-hander. Accelerate up the hill. Now, this is the blind one, the blind left-hander. You're coming up the hill. You start braking at like the 150-metre board, 100-metre board, the second closest. But you can't see the apex. And you have to make sure you hit it right, because again, you just come off the track. Oh, that's a nice view. We like that one. Down through the corkscrew, as Dan said in his track guide, 109 feet that drops down that hill. That doesn't look anything like it on screen, and I think if you went there you'd be amazed. Now, I think this is one of the best overtaking opportunities. You can get up behind here, you can get down the inside and get track position, as Overtaker's going to cross the line for the first pole position time, and it's going to be 1:21.2. Wow, that's qualified over then, isn't it?
That was a clean lap. We watched every part of that. That was spot on.
Yeah, that was good, apart from ruining the marker boards into turn one, which I would certainly be happy about. But Ed Plava goes in second, 2 and a bit seconds off the pace.
That looked very similar to my laps last night, to be fair.
What?
But the time difference was 6 seconds.
But you hit all the apex perfectly, just did it a lot slower. Yeah. I was in a groove. I was in a groove with this track last night. I really was. Do you know what I mean? Wasn't setting in the timing screens on fire, but
Little Leach moved out for his brother.
Yeah.
You've got to qualify. You don't move out for your brother.
Wow.
Constructors have got to win, Little Leach. Come on.
Yeah, come on, man. You're in a battle here. I don't know if Little Leach was on outlap. Was he on outlap?
No, I think he was on a lap, wasn't he?
Might have been. Might have been. His brother obviously put him off by flashing his lights. Gary goes across the line. He's in fourth at the moment with the 1:23.6. Little Leach is going to have a very slow lap out of this one. Excuse me. Yes, wow. Of course, 34 seconds off the lead, so he's definitely going to have to go again. That's for certain, sure. And he's deep into one. See, I quite like that deep line, and then pick the apex up on the second part of turn one. You get me?
I'm following you.
Yeah. Was that the way you were doing it?
Let's just say every time I took it was probably different.
Exploring all the lines.
It was never consistent, I don't think.
Exploring all the lines, that's for certain sure. Yeah, no, I took picked up the Apex twice, double Apexed it, was the way I was doing. Overtaker's been in the pits, he's come back out. Oh, look, Dan's in the 21s as well.
Mikey's picked up a grid penalty, I think he's got a red mark next to his name also.
Yeah, so just as he comes out the pits, you'd think these pro boys be used to this, wouldn't you? You wouldn't think they'd make mistakes like this anymore.
Big Grazer up in the first.
He is, yeah. Absolutely. So
two Mercs. Was Richie in a Merc? He is,
yep, Richie's in a Merc.
Yeah. They said this would probably be more of a chassis track than a...
Yeah, more of a chassis track than a power track.
Yeah, no peaceful, mate.
Yeah, we haven't seen much Peaceful Explosion. Where is he on the rankings? Number 8 at the moment with a 24.0, but he's on a quicker lap at the moment. He's 6/10 up on his own time. Quite cautious through the corkscrew, I thought there. I hate this corner here. Hated it.
Yeah, it's a long sweeping corner, that one.
Yeah, so easy to run wide. And again, you get out in that dirt, cars going round, you know, so really easy to mess your whole race up there just by getting that corner wrong. So he's into the last corner. Let's see what he does, Smith.
Oh, jumps Gary then.
Yeah, he's into the 23.0, so yeah, he... in 6, 23.1, I beg your pardon, yeah, and up into 6, so that's a good run from Peaceful. Matt has displaced Big Boy Brazier by 1 position, but probably that penalty is probably 1 grid penalty, so he'll...
not to the start line.
Yeah, who is coming up to the start line?
Oh,
that was
Matt.
No,
Nope,
that's
wrong
Matt.
one.
Matt's up at the corkscrew. Jamie's lower back down. Little Leach. Little Leach. Okay, Little Leach going across the line. He goes quicker, as you would expect he was, in 10th. And then backs out of it.
There's a lot of people with 123s. Look at how much is separated between the 4th and 10th. That's crazy.
That is crazy, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the biggest jump at the moment is probably down to Matt at the moment. Only Overtaker and Orthodubs who can manage the 21s at the moment. But Dan looked like he's warming his tyres up.
I don't know if Overtaker hasn't improved since his first lap, I don't think.
No, I think you're right. I think it was a 21.2 was exactly what he did first lap out, and hasn't got any better since, really. Okay, let's have a quick look at the chat. Well, very little happened since then. Yeah, not a lot really. So hey, again, if you haven't said hello, please do. We love your input in on the chat, and I say this week in, week out, and it's just the same old people who comment. You know, if you sat there quietly, just say hi. Don't need to get into conversation. We don't know anything. Oh, smoky. We don't need anything intelligent from you. Just hi would be fine. Just let us know you're there. We've got 16 watching and only 8 likes. Press the like button as well. If you could, it's just use your finger, just press it. It's easy. Not asking a lot from you. So Smith, we're into the last minute, and D Big's getting out of the way. Obviously,
very tight grid at the moment. Very tight.
Yes, indeed.
If anyone get a second quicker now, they're going to jump quite a few spaces. Like
yeah,
M, for example, is 800s up, is it?
8/10 up, yeah. Yeah, so he could be on. Where is Ed Plummer?
He right down to 4th, wouldn't he?
Yeah. He's currently in 9th, but this 8/10 up is going to put him in the 22s. It could put him up as far as 4th or 5th, couldn't it? Let's see what he does. He comes across the line.
Oh wow, it's great lap, great lap.
Excellent, yeah.
Because Matt's obviously got a grid penalty, so he's going to drop down to 6th, put Richie in 5th.
Yes, indeed. So I don't know if Matt's on a lap. Everyone's out there except Little Leach and JM Grill. They're the only ones in the pits at the moment, and they're not going to. They're going to be done because there's no getting out now. Gary needs to improve, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's quite a way down there, and after he's been having a couple of good weeks as well. But you can never write him off from wherever he starts.
Never write Gary off because he can do it from any position on the grid.
Here he does have a qualifying ban for race 1, but it doesn't look like he's turning up for the race, does it?
No, it doesn't look like he's turning up for the race. Gary goes up to 6th, so that's a little bit better from Gary, but as I said, he can pretty much do it.
He'll get 5th, Matt with his grid positions. Yeah, it's a shame Fury hasn't turned up for the race if he's only received a qualifying ban. Maybe he's busy.
Yeah. Okay, hello to Del Gibson this evening all. That's the attitude. That's all you got to do. Say hello. Good evening, Del, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. So, who's left on track? Anybody or nobody? Dan's still going at it.
Yeah, Peaceful and Dan.
Right. Dan's coming up to the last corner. Can he go quicker? He's got to find 4/10. He's finishing the lap, so little bit deep as he comes out the corner. Is he going to improve? Is he going to be quicker? And he's the last across the line. Did he improve?
Nope.
No, he didn't.
That's a point for Overtaker, running through the grid.
Overtaker on pole position in 2nd place on the front row, unorthodox. 3rd place, good run from Big Boy Brazier. Enplava with a cracker on the 2nd row. Matt is in 5th place, but has got a 1 grid penalty, so here he's going to drop back to 6, as you can see. So his teammate Gary lines up in 5th, and it's Richie in 7th. Peaceful Explosion lines up 8th, D Biggs is 9th, Little Leach 10th, JM Grill 11th, and Smoky Devil is in the best position of all.
Oh yes, definitely for turn 1. Hopefully we'll have a clean turn 1.
Well, yeah, for the sake of these lot, we want one, but for the sake of our commentary, no, we don't really. Now, I think Dan had a really good camera view from position 4. So if you go on Enplava, look at that.
I like that.
Yeah, Dan found that last night, and we thought we'd go with that.
I'm having a bit of an epileptic fit. There's a lot of flashing lights.
There is a lot of flashing lights, yeah, absolutely, and we need to put a warning out. We need to put. Don't do that. We need to put a warning out. It's like an 80s disco, isn't it?
It's the old age again, kicking in.
Old age, yeah, yeah. That's the one.
I'll have a hearing aid next week.
Sorry.
Exactly.
He says sipping his Horlicks.
Who's your money on then? Who's your race win? Who are you saying?
Chassis circuit. Again, I think they've got to break Overtaker straight away. That's the way to beat him, is to get in front of him straight away. So I can't pick Dan because me and Dan have got this thing where we don't do it. Do you know what? The commentator's curse is real, so I'm actually going to go for nobody, but really, secretly, I want Enplava.
Okay.
And you, quickly?
I'm going to go Overtaker.
Overtaker, right, okay. So, everyone's synced up, the revs are rising, we're waiting for the lights. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, long hold in the American tracks, and we are green and go. And Overtaker with another cracking start and an absolute electric one from Big Boy Brazier. Both of them on pad and have the quicker starts. Big Boy's going to send it down the outside by the looks of it, going to go around the outside. Dan's on the grass already. Grass, dirt. And what's happened behind? There's a lot of cars slow behind. Can see what's happened. There's one in the pit lane.
Come out of pit lane.
We have got a... Yeah, I don't know what's happened in the first straight, but some chaos must have happened because they were really split by the time they come down into turn 1. Dan's already all over the back of Big Boy Brazier, and it's letting Overtaker get away as they are rising up the hill for the first time this evening and towards the corkscrew. Don't know what happened. Wonder what happened in turn 1 in the first straight. Something must have happened because they were definitely spaced out.
Somebody must have avoided somebody. Look at this bloke, he's already got a second up.
He certainly has. Now let's have... Absolutely. Let's have a look at what's going on. And that's Matt putting moves on Dan, is it? No, having a go.
That's Gary.
It was Gary, was it, having a go? And Peaceful Explosion's gone backwards. Richie's gone backwards.
Matt's gone off.
Yeah, Matt's off. He's gone wide.
Somebody else is off. Who's
Oh,
that?
there's cars everywhere. Who's that? That's Dan off.
Yeah, Dan's off. Him and Gary, I think, had a bit of a...
He's left the position back, hasn't he? They've had a ding-dong and he's let the position back. End of lap 1, and Overtaker is 2 seconds ahead, while these lot, again, trip all over themselves.
I think Gary's waiting for Dan, is he? I'm not sure.
No, I don't know. I thought Dan gave Gary the place back.
Little Leach up to 4th.
He is. He's one of the men who's kept himself out of trouble by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Enplava's up to 3rd. Little Leach from, where was he? 10th or 11th on the grid?
Yeah, 10th. We only had 12 drivers.
Yeah, he was way back, that's for sure. He's now up to 4th. And that's what happens when you keep your nose clean.
Loki's up into 7th. That's a good place.
Yeah, and D Biggs, I think, has pulled up positions as well. As I said, why these lot trip all over each other.
Little Leach must have had enough. He's dropped right down into 7th. He spoke too soon, the spooky.
That's the commentator's curse again. We were saying how he was doing so well. Never works on Overtaker, does it?
No. he's just got 3 seconds up.
Yeah.
In 2 laps. That's ridiculous.
That's a second and a half quicker than everybody else in 2 laps. So, your race winner is out in first.
Anything could happen.
Well, yeah. It's like looking into the future, isn't it? So, Dan and Gary have got to drag themselves back through the pack. They've both done JM Grill and Peaceful. I think Peaceful's had a moment, and so is probably JM Grill. So they're back. So Gary's back behind his brother. All he's got to do is flash his lights. He jumps out of the way, doesn't he?
Yeah, he'll move out of the way. Yeah, he'll be gone.
Yeah.
We've got a big gap between 3rd and 4th at the moment.
Yes, indeed. There's a huge one. Kind of panning out a bit like last night. Do you know what I mean? The gap.
Yeah.
The gap kind of grew quite quickly. Now, D Biggs has got Matt all over the back of him, and Matt's throwing it up the inside. D Biggs going to have that. He tries to go with him all the way around the outside, but Matt's got track position. Smokey there in the background having a good run in 6th place. Doing all right, isn't he, there?
Yeah, 126 lap times.
Yeah.
Been them before.
Yep. Sorry, I was just reading the chat. Yeah, Kieran, we'll remember to do that at the end. We'll work out how to do it. Don't worry. So where are we? So Gary is. So Little Leach. Yeah, Little Leach had another incident, hasn't he? Obviously, because he's back down last. What's going on with these pro guys, man?
Oh, what is he going at?
Oh, he thinks he's Colin McRae now. Just jumped the corkscrew. Gary goes deep into the last corner. Dan has a tighter line. Don't think it's going to make any difference on traction. That Merc's more powerful than the Audi.
Is Emplava in the pits? No?
No, he's there. He's there.
Oh, what was the pit windows at 4 till?
Yes, sorry, pit window, I didn't even mention it. Pit window is end of lap 4 to 13. So, at the end of this lap, they can start pitting. If you're new to the format, we do a race of 22 laps. There's a pit window for the pro guys. The pro-ams only have a lap they have to get to, and then they can pit any lap from that number to the end. With the pro guys, they've got a window of pit lap 4, end of lap 4 to 13. So mandatory pit stop. You don't have to change anything, you don't have to do anything, but you do have to serve a pit stop. And because we are an American track, there's no pit box as such. Oh, who was that up the inside? Gary, that was clumsy. That was, I'm afraid.
That one down lap 4.
Oh, the Dan must have been rubbing his hands at that one. He just nailed those two from that incident.
It looked like he forgot what he was doing then, Gary.
Yeah, it looked like he missed his braking a little bit, didn't it?
First man in the pits.
D Biggs, first man in the pits. I've got to tick that off. Hang on, I've got multitask.
Richie's also in the pits, and so is Peaceful.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right. D Biggs, tick him off. Lap
Richie and Peaceful.
5. Richie, lap 5. Who was the other one? Peaceful.
Yep.
Lap 5. Peaceful, where is he on my list? Peaceful, where are you gone?
Little Leach is in now as well.
Lap 5. Lap 5. Right. Oh. Honestly, this multitasking, man, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, mate.
Oh, look at him! Look, it's Gary again. I know. Someone's just gone straight over the pit exit. Look, spinning around in circles.
Who is that?
Richie.
Richie there. Yeah, I think he lost it. Did he lose it under braking? I look back at Gary's on the stream. Again, for those of you who are not aware, what we're actually saying is about 30-second delay to actually what you see. So I have the opportunity to look back at the stream to see what's going on. And I think Gary just got on the dirt and then couldn't slow it down. And that's how he collected.
Like he was going fast.
Yeah, but I think he may have got up, like, you know, in the braking zone, got up on the dirt, and you know, there's very little traction on the dirt. So yeah.
Third to fourth, nearly an 8-second gap. Gary's in the pits.
Gary in the pits at lap 6. That'll be Gary lap 6.
He's not getting many seconds now, overtaker. He's only 4 seconds. So he was gaining. He's not so much. No,
he's kind of stuck there at about 4 seconds.
He's running 38 compared to Big Boy. Big Boy, see, he's got a lot more fuel in his car. Big Boy Grazer.
Yeah, I wonder if it. I've never analysed it, to be fair. The guys last night, Matt and Dan, were again in the stream. Were mentioning
back in the pits.
Richie back in the pits must have some damage to repair. Oh, missed his pit box. Back it up.
As great a week as he did last week.
No, we're still waiting for the Underfrog to have some brilliance, and I'm sure he'll get it. Peaceful Explosion has got. Who is that with that's Gary, isn't it? Gary trying to recover from the incident that he had earlier, but Gary stopped. Peaceful stopped as well, hasn't he? So so they've both stopped. Dan's coming up behind Smokey. Smokey goes a bit deep into the corner. No real harm done there.
Dan's lapping 122s.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying. Let's hope he can keep that pace going. Yeah, let's hope he can keep that pace going. He's got Smoky Devil to deal with. Let's see where he. Oh, Dan takes that was cheeky, Dan.
No messing about.
No, you're quite right. And he got it slowed down and didn't spin it. If I'd tried that move, that would have been it. I would have been pointing in the wrong direction, I tell you. No way that would have happened.
7 seconds to Matt, and then Matt's got a big 10-second gap to end. So Matt's really driving just in clean air, just for himself. He's got a lot of work to do to get down 10 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he certainly has. And you know, sometimes you're in that situation, and just, you know, whatever happened in the first straight at the beginning of the race, Matt was definitely involved in it. So, do you know what I mean? You know, 4th place, at that point he might be saying, well, 4th place would be lovely. Do you know what I mean? It is points.
And Clark was in the pit.
Right, so N would have been then end of lap 8. Lap 8. N, where are you? There.
Now exiting.
Yep, exiting pits. Long pit lane. You get off the limiter quite quickly, but you can accelerate hard down here. But it's very easy to outbrake yourself and then go straight across this this bit of dirt. But Enplava does it absolutely perfectly. Squeezes out there in front of Smokey. Does he get out?
In a great position. They've not pitted yet. He's come out in a great place.
Absolutely, because taking into consideration that Dan hasn't pitted yet. Oh, no, Ed, no! Oh, that's that corner I was on about earlier. As I said, you dip a wheel over that curb.
Oh, he will not be happy.
As he got major damage, that's the point. He hit that front right. He could have suspension damage on the front right.
Oh, this could take him off the podium.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was not good. I'm
Yeah,
blaming
look.
you for that one.
Yeah. He
We'll leave Ed for a little while.
leave Ed for a little while. Let him get used to his bed car, innit? Jamie's in. Jamie Brazier.
How's Overtaker suddenly got 15 seconds on?
Because Jamie's in the pits.
Yeah, but it was only 4 a minute ago.
Mate. Yeah, I mean, he's got 1 minute 30 over Jamie. So just let the timing screens sort themselves out. But yeah, the time deficit would have been
Smokey's in.
Smokey, and he's on lap 9 as well. So, movers and shakers. Dan's up to 3rd, but that's not. He hasn't pitted yet. In fact, the top 3 haven't pitted. So, Overtaker, Matt, and Dan still yet to pit. Who's in the pit now? Smokey. We've just done him. Yeah. So, according to me, Overtaker's still to pit. Matt's still to pit. We said. Dan's still to pit, and JM Grill I've got is the only other man that hasn't pitted yet.
Yeah. Big Boy's come out in 4th from his pit stop. That's good.
It is, considering all the guys in front of him haven't stopped yet. What Jamie could do with is a couple of absolutely stellar laps.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast his pit stop was. It's about a 30-second loss pit lane, depending on how fast your stop is. Last night, Smithy, 1.4 second pit stop.
That's rapid.
1.4. Race 1, 2.9. Race 2, 1.4. Epic, eh?
You should send your pit crew over to my pit.
Yeah, well, they're on loan from Red Bull.
Matt and Dan are in.
Matt and Dan in. Same time, aren't they? Yeah, pretty much, but Matt was well in front of Dan.
Both Dan. Ends jumpers, Ed and Big Boy both got their 2nd and 3rd back.
Yeah, which we were expecting because they were a long way ahead, weren't they?
Yep.
So lap 10, Dan, lap 10, Matt. So just JM Grill when he feels like it. He's got another 3 laps yet to do.
I'm not sure Overtaker's sussed the quick pit stop out, I don't think.
No, and that's where Jamie could do with really banging in the laps. As I say, I didn't see Jamie's pit stop itself. Both Matt and Dan looked really good. They certainly have the glitch dialed. I mean, Dan taught me how to do it, and it's part of my race strategy every week to try and get the glitch to work as best I can. Because
does it work if you got damage?
It depends. I mean, it's no secret. I'll tell you how it works. You have to have very minimal damage, and I mean very minimal. So the way that I do it, and Dan does it, and most people do it, is you close your radiator and time it so that you get 1 engine damage. Yeah, just 1. Right, and if you pull in while you've still got that 1, you can do it on 2. The pit crew repair your damage, but because it's only very slight damage, they do it really quickly and then they release you. That's how you do the quick pit stops. Now, my teammate Monkey Boy tried it first race of the season, but left his engine damage go up to 16. Yeah, his pit stop was like 12-14 seconds. So you have to do it with the most minimal of engine damage, and you have to set that on your pit strategy as well. So when you're driving around, you can change your pit strategy. You have to put it to mechanical damage repair, and then it'll do it. So once you get the hang of it, it's not complicated, but it can make a difference. As I said, I had a 1.4 second pit stop last night. I have been sub 1 second in previous races. So
see how quick this man's is. Overtaker's in.
He's in, and how long has he held? Yeah, it wasn't a quick one, was it? 4 seconds, 5 seconds maybe?
Yeah, is it quick enough? Where's Big Boy on track?
Where is Big Boy, indeed? I don't think he's going to jump him, that's for sure. He might close the gap a little bit. Plava's still in the mix there, isn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't pitted since he had a bit of a wobble. Yeah, Overtaker's gone, and
he's out in front.
He's going to have traffic though. He's going to have traffic now.
He is going to have.
Got in front? Is it D-Biggs?
No, it's not. Is it D-Biggs?
I don't know if it was.
No, D-Biggs is... No, he's just coming across the line.
JM Grill's in.
JM Grill in, the last man on lap 12. Right, all the pit stops done. And so, where are we? After all the pits...
Little Leach.
Right, there you go. So he's got to pass Little Leach now. Again, if you're not familiar with the rules or you just don't listen what I say week in, week out, endurance rules apply here. Little Leach has not been shown blue flags. He does not have to get out of the way. He can't aggressively fight Overtaker, but he can hold his line. So he's very entitled to take the racing line, but not to aggressively fight Overtaker, which, well, Little Leach did kind of hold him up there on the...
he should just let him through, really, to be fair.
Yeah, you could argue that...
He's 11th. If he was fighting for a 3rd or 5th or something...
Yeah, you could argue that he's doing it, that he's helping his teammate.
Well, yeah, you could do, yeah. But he's not helping him with points being 11th place, let's be honest.
No, but he could have been helping him by holding up Overtaker. Yeah, he'd be better off if he was, in the mix a bit more. But you could argue that Little Leach held him up on the apex there, but he was right on the inside of the apex and probably not the natural racing line. So depends how you take that last corner, to be honest. I tended to try and pick up the apex on the inside. So, yeah.
He's got 9 seconds to big boys, so I don't think he's going to be too worried.
No, probably not. Probably
still
not.
A big gap between 3rd and 4th though for Matt to reach podium. He's still got to gain 10 seconds on then.
I think he's going to have to. I think he's going to have to think someone in the background round. Someone spun behind Matt there. Dan, he's spun round. That's not good.
Yeah. He had closed at the 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Big must have had a spin as well.
That same corner again, the one I was talking about. I think that's the easiest one to spin. I really do, because you try to take. He certainly is having a good comeback drive. Is Peaceful. He's not far off the back of D-Biggs or Unorthodox now. So Dan's got a lot of work to do to get back to Matt. He's now got 9 seconds to catch back up to Matt. And let's face it, unless Emplava, Big Boy or Overtaker have a problem, these boys are not going to catch them.
These are the closest guys on track at the moment.
Yep, so you got Peaceful hunting down D-Biggs. Peaceful had a bit of a shocker at the start and is now on a comeback drive, currently in 7th place. What do we have? 12 started. We haven't lost anybody, have we?
No, nobody's lost. Not tonight. We only had 12 to start.
12 to start. So top 6 can't qualify into the next race. That's how things work around here. If you're in the top 6, you don't qualify for race 2. So just at the moment, Peaceful's in the best position, points, balance, qualifying for the next race. With the people behind him, he's got a good chance at being on the first row for the next race if he stays where he is. It's worth thinking about, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree totally. I always look for that. Well, I don't have a lot of choice, but I always look to think what other people are doing. If we're having a bad first race, look to qualify good for the second race.
I mean, you know, you could argue last night for me, I had a shocking race 1, ended up 12th. I had big damage. Me and Leon Fernie had a big moment together, and I had major damage, so ended up 13th. But then went on to put it on the first row in second qualifying. Now, if I had been on the front row in the qualifying, if I'd been back in the pack because I'd, come 4th, 5th or something in the first race, would I have won that race?
Well, there you go. Nobody can answer that one for you.
Yeah, but you see my point. It puts you on the front row, puts you out of trouble, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree there. Plus, like you saw at the beginning of this race, the people on pad, they get off so much quicker if they're automatic. Big Boy and Overtaker.
Yes, they do. And I was just playing around with the pad before we came on air tonight, just doing a bit of practice for Dubai, and those auto gears, you don't have to think about it. You just accelerate, don't you? Just hit the accelerator and away you go. You don't have to think about the start as such. So yeah,
my pad's obviously a lot different to overtakers than big boys.
well, yeah. Just jump into the chat. I think PN is the only chat he puts in. PN, you are really chatting tonight. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Yes, thank you. And we've got 21 likes now. And I'll tell you what, I've got two streams going on in front of me, Smith. I've got one on my laptop and one on my tablet. And on my tablet it says 8 people have liked it, and on my laptop it says 21. Okay, well, whatever. Yes, thank you, PN. Like and subscribe, all that.
Dan's back in the pit.
He's back and he must have damage.
Yeah, he's back and this is going to hurt Dan. This is going to put right down the pack.
Yeah, what's he doing?
That's a shame. He's second on the grid as well.
Yeah, I know. Why is that? We'll have to ask him when we speak to him. But now look at where that puts him.
Yeah, he's going to come out behind Gary. I reckon.
He's going to come out behind Gary. But remember what I said about that position for qualifying. If any man can put it on pole for race 2, it's going to be Dan.
Well, yeah, Peaceful's now lost that chance for that position to qualify.
Yeah, because he's now in P6.
Oh,
so
going to jump in here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'm sure Dan wouldn't have made a pit stop for the sake of making a pit stop. But he's now in 8th place, so he's going to take 8th place points as opposed to 5th place points. Now, I don't off the top of my head. Put Speedo on, see his fuel. Well, he's now done his pit stop, Welshie, but that would have been a good shout. If we had had his, if we had put his Speedo on, we might have seen if he was low on fuel. But that would have been a major miscalculation from Dan. But then saying that, last week's race was
20 litres. So.
Yeah, he's got 20 litres now. Did he have to put fuel in? Did he? I mean, last week's race was 16 laps, wasn't it? 16 or 18 laps. Was down short on fuel. It's a good shout, Welshie. He might have been low on fuel. But as I said, this now puts him in 8th place and able to qualify. He puts it on the front row. He's got a good chance of just leaving and and because I think you'll find, because Dan set the lobby up, it automatically puts him last on the reverse grid as well. So, is this strategy thinking from Dan, or is he just low on fuel? Or was he just low on fuel? Who knows?
Well, we'll have to find out.
We will have to find out and try and find out.
We might put it in the chat later after the race.
Yeah, we'll have to. We'll have to have a chat with him and see what he was thinking.
Harbour's really pushing for second.
He is, isn't he? He's hunting Jamie down.
Peaceful's trying to get a 5th.
Yep, he's trying to catch D Biggs.
That'd be a great comeback if he pops a 5th.
Yeah, absolutely. It will be a great comeback from Peaceful if he can. I mean, it already is, to be fair.
Yeah.
If he can do another place, that'd be excellent. Jamie's still going about his business. Emplava is still there. He hasn't quite caught him. I mean, they're 13 seconds off of Overtaker now. So. Yeah, they're not going to claw that back in 4 laps unless Overtaker makes a major mistake.
Yeah, unless he has a bit of a spooky one.
Yes. So, that's where we are right at the moment. I was just going to flick over to my my screen that tells me lots of great stuff about the championship and have a look at race results, because have we seen Emplava on the podium this year already?
I don't think we have.
Emplava.
Oh, no, we have. I'm sure we have actually. Race 1 was it, or race 2?
Race 2 at Road America. He was 3rd. Yeah. So we have seen him on the podium this year.
Big boy's made a mistake.
Yes, I think Ed followed him in a little bit there. I'm going to have a look back at the stream and keep an eye on this battle. Ed goes very deep into the last corner, and yeah, they're coming down the hill. No, it's not. I think it's the penultimate corner. Yeah, they both run a little bit wide on that, so the odds are a little bit even. This is turning into quite a nice scrap for the last podium position. Unless they make major mistakes, they're both going to be on the podium. It's just who's second and who's going to be third.
Yeah, Dan's 6 seconds off Gary.
Yeah.
Matt's basically racing on his own. He's what, 18 seconds off third, and he's about 18 seconds Biggs behind him. He's got all the space in the world.
Oh, Emplava's got him. Emplava's got Big Boy. Big Boy's had problems. He's got no lights on my screen.
He's got lights on mine, or on the stream I'm on.
Yeah, the front of it, well, the screen I'm on, the front of that Audi's looking rather smashed up, so Jamie must have made a mistake. Matt's only now 5 seconds off him, you know. If Jamie's got major damage, Matt can still put this on the podium. Emplava's now just got to get himself into a nice little groove and just drag this home, hasn't he?
Yep, he's not going to push for the overtaker.
No, as it's all going on in front of him.
That Richie and Little Leach?
It's Richie and Smokey Devil.
He's got a light out. Smokey's got a light out.
Not on my screen.
Oh, and he's proper bashed up on my screen.
No, on my screen he's got all his lights. He was a bit sharp on the brakes through that one. Oh, Richie's round. Richie's gone. Same corner. That's the one that gets them. I reckon that's getting the pros more than it is the Pro-Am guys, you know.
I did have a spin last night.
I had a spin last night as well. I had one. I had one.
Diesel's fell a bit behind off Biggs now. He's obviously sick. Matt's
yes,
down
he
to
is.
3 seconds off Big Boy now. Big Boy could be losing his spot on the podium.
Yeah, he's running with damage there, isn't he?
His car looks 100% perfect on my screen.
On my screen, the front end is the bumper smashed up. We've got no lights, and yeah, I think you'll find that we'll see what Jamie's time is as he comes across the line. Last lap was a 1:32, so he lost a handful of time.
Is that Richie gone in the pits?
Is he gone in the pits? Yeah, I think he has.
Matt's only a second off him now. This
yes,
will be good. One lap to go.
One lap to go. Indeed, yes, because Overtaker is on his penultimate lap. Jamie's last lap was a 28, and Matt's was a 24. So Matt's
gone very wide.
Yeah, he went very deep. He'll drag that back into the next apex. Shouldn't be too much harm done. Richie's pit crew looking like Daft Punk tonight, in their flashy uniforms. So this fight could be the last podium position here. Matt is gaining at an absolute rate of knots. I'm sure Jamie must have damage to be slipping back so incredibly quickly. Oh, that was a chop. Nearly put a chop on the chopper there, didn't he?
Matt's got it. I think he might have been moving out of the way, to be fair.
Maybe. Look.
No, he didn't have the pace. He's going to take 4.
Maybe. Looked like a bit of a chop to me, but there you go. What do I know about chops? Matt's the expert at chopping.
Well, he took a podium. Considering we said he was 18 seconds off.
Yeah.
That's what you just got to keep ticking along.
Yeah, got to keep at it. Got to keep at it. Overtaker on his last lap. Yes, guys, I mean, in the chat, we're looking at Jamie has no lights on and needs to pit. PN saying Jamie has lights on his stream. In my stream, he had no lights on. On Smithy's, he did. Yeah. You know, so Spooky Laguna, we're not all seeing the same thing. That's
Mine
the fact of it.
Overtaker's winning by 18 seconds. I don't know what yours says.
He's winning by 18 seconds. Yeah, that much is the same for everyone, and you know that hurts most for the other 11 behind him, I think. But yeah, it's he's still a good chunk of time ahead. And who's that off? Peaceful. Oh, Peaceful. No, so close to the end. That puts Dan back in 7th position.
If
now,
Dan takes him, that's a qualifying.
Now we'll see. Now, if Dan was if he had to put fuel in, or he's after. Is he going to attack Peaceful?
Running wide. Oh, Peaceful's running. Oh, he's let him past. Oh, we've missed Overtaker.
Oh shit! Nearly. Nearly swore as well. Overtaker takes the win. The problem is he's so far ahead, isn't he?
So fast. He's just crossed the line before anyone else. Second place.
Dan has dropped behind Gary.
Enplava takes his second place.
He does. Enplava takes a solid second place. Good drive from him. Another good solid drive from Matt. He's going to come around the corner and he's going to end up in third place, which is a good recovery from there. Big Boy Brazier is going to end up fourth place. And no lights on my screen, but apparently he has. So, yeah.
100% lights on mine.
Yeah, fourth place for him. D Biggs, quiet, but kind of got there in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, he had an unscathed race. Like you say, quiet race, but fifth place, good points.
Yes, and these three here, look, what are these three playing at? Just a minute ago,
sure.
Peaceful had all but stopped.
Yeah.
Right, so you've got Peaceful, you've got Gary, you've got Dan, and you've got JM Grill, all very, very close. They're going to come across the line very, very close. I think there's strategy play here, I really do. There's nothing wrong with it. But I think that's what's going on. Peaceful will come across the line. He ended up in sixth place, and Gary ended up in seventh. Dan is in eighth. So 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th can all qualify. So Dan was 8th, JM Grow in 9th, 10th was Smoky Devil. Now, if you scroll up with your D-pad, Smithy, is there anything happening?
I just tried to save the replay and it wouldn't let me.
Look, hang on. No, I can do it. It's me. I can do it. Look, I can scroll through. There you go, Kieran. I don't get any trouble with Kieran. Look, in 11th place was Little Leech, and it was Richie who ended up 12th and last, unfortunately. So, we will get the top three into the commentary box in a minute, and we will take a break for about 10 minutes or so while we all reset and have a comfort break.
Save the replay?
Can I save the replay? I don't know if I've got space to. I'm going to have a
go.
go.
It's just come up.
I might not have the space for a replay save, but I'm going to have. Yep. I got her, boy. Don't you worry about that. I got her.
I'll delete some for race 2. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll take a break. If you want something to do in the break, pop over to the Audio Sports Facebook page, not Facebook page, YouTube page. Like and subscribe. It would be really nice if you guys could do that, because it's our sponsor, and our sponsor should be looked after. So if you want to do that in the break, that'd be great. We will be back very, very shortly. We'll take a break. Don't go too far. We'll see you shortly. Didn't quite say a naughty word, Welshie. It was close.
Well, chaps. I didn't expect to see you here tonight.
No, you did well there, mate.
What happened in the first? What happened in the first at the start, Matt?
Mike said someone twatted the back of Richie, that then sent Richie into the back of me.
Right.
So,
there seemed to be a lot of people involved.
Yeah, Mike, I think Mike got caught up with Richie hitting me, and then sort of he bounced off me and hit Mike.
Yeah.
But because he was next to Mike on the grid, so some pillock hit Richie, which sounds of it.
Right. Mike needs a little bit telling off. Do you see what he's put in the chat?
Let me get it past you. Yeah, I've heard it all in their chat. I think you're all a little naughty.
Yeah, it's not that. He shouldn't be putting it on the stream.
No, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be, and I'll mention it to him in a minute, and I'll tell him to take it to Kieran and Welshie and Smithy and whoever. But yeah,
it's naughty, but it's not illegal, is it?
That's sportsmanship, innit? There's
strategy, maybe. I don't know.
There's slowing down or making a mistake, and then there's just deliberately slamming on the brakes.
Peaceful did move right out of the way on the let down through the same.
Yeah, so I think 6 and 1.5 dozen of the other there.
I agree. like you
Anyway,
say,
that's done. That's done.
I
Next
think,
race.
I think we've all done it a little bit where you deliberately, you know.
Yeah.
I do it
Deliberately,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I do it every week so I can qualify.
slam on the brakes to thingy. But
You love qualifying, don't you, Smithy? Yeah. I mean, Peaceful got right out of Dan's way, which would have put him in that position as well. And I mean, they do it in Formula One, don't they?
well,
do you know what I mean?
Mike was struggling with suspension damage because I don't know if you caught it, but he dropped it behind Biggs and got suspension damage, and that put an end to that. I assume that's what was wrong with Jamie as well. Yeah.
Jamie lost it. M Plava was giving him pressure, and I think Jamie lost it on that fast right-hander before you start going up the hill.
It was actually quite funny because I said literally 2 minutes before I saw Plava pass Jamie, I need one of these to spin if I'm going to get a podium.
Yeah,
I'm in front of Matt. I'm in front of Matt.
Yay! Yay! Yeah.
Oh, right. Now Dan needs a bollock in here because Dan's now dragging it on.
Yeah.
Oi. Right. Oi. Any problems, please?
Yeah, report to stewards.
To stewards.
I hit Dan on the rear in
capitals. Plus the contact to Gary earlier, I gave the place back. Nah, Dan, that's an absolute bullshit comment because you gave the place back early on. So that one I gave the place back to Gary at the end. That's a bullshit comment. He lost that because Gary couldn't get it off the grass. He lost that much time at the start.
Yeah.
I'm not having that one, Dan. I'm sorry. That
You should have seen Gary. Gary at one point went straight off.
Do you remember what lap that was?
Yeah, lap
Huh?
4.
Lap 4. Because Gary went across the corkscrew and twatted Richie.
For no reason whatsoever.
No, he struggled on the brakes.
You guys.
The Merc's not good around here. Every time at the corkscrew, I don't know if you've seen it on me or Gary, but every time in the corkscrew you brake, he seems to like just sort of wiggle like a snake under braking at the corkscrew. This Merc. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Gary looked like he was braking and got onto the dirt, and then of course there's no real braking power on the dirt, is there?
Yeah.
You guys caught on the stream where I spun and hit the wall, yeah?
Yeah, we saw you coming out of the pit.
I was shitting my pants, and I looked down at the damage, and it was completely...
You're not on the podium, fuck off.
No, I'm here so we can ready up, and I know when we're going, you fucking moron. And then I'll leave.
Deliberately standing on the brakes.
Sorry, just be quiet.
Actually, Peaceful is the shit for going deliberately wide, so he can't say nothing.
Yeah, he did. Well, it was all seen, so...
Ben, sorry for that turn on.
Yeah, mate, I blame Jamie.
Peaceful. By the way, right, first of all, automatic gear users, that's absolutely bollocks at this track because the lights are that long. Everybody was so hesitant to not jump the start that overtaking Jamie was fucking gone. And his lag off the line was terrible.
How do you think Smithy got me last night? No disrespect, Smith.
Honestly, Jamie's leg off the line, his car moved and then it stopped and then it just went and the next thing he's side by side with Dan.
Yeah, at one point he's besides me.
Yeah, but how does overtake
him, and then he just jumps
18
forward.
seconds?
Because he's automatic gear. I agree.
No,
I agree with Kelly.
I blame with Jamie for one for his lag, and two, he just let overtaker disappear.
Yeah,
he let him go.
When?
He was too busy looking at you, Dan.
He was, and then your fucking teammate was fucking mental, Matt.
Yeah, he was
around the outside of the corkscrew.
He was pretty proud of that. I'm not gonna lie, Gary was proud of going around the outside at the corkscrew, and then he comes down the other one. He's fucking hit me.
He's just messaged me saying, "I feel like I didn't give you enough room." I was like, "It doesn't matter. I give you the place back. We could both qualify in peaceful time."
So that's what happened. We didn't see that, so that's what happened. He tried to go around the outside of it.
Basically, what happened? Gary went around the outside of the corkscrew. I gave him room. He fucking got the job done. I give him that, right? He was so fucking twitchy, it was unreal. He then had the inside for 8A, which is the bottom part of the corkscrew, and I was still on his inside for turn 9. And he did just kind of... my nose was there, but he came down, and we both hit. I think it was just kind of like 2 into 1, don't go. We thought we gave each other room. I feel like I was at fault, so I pretty much let the entire pack go, which I believe is a penalty on its own.
Thank you.
and let Gary to get back in front of me. And I was like, figured like 5 seconds off the back. So
Yeah, that's why I don't believe that's why I don't believe your comment in the chat. Please, plus the contact Gary early on, so I gave the place back. Nah, you lost too much time at the beginning of the race. That's a bullshit comment. That's a comment.
I've actually clipped it. When I went down the inside of Peaceful, I actually dropped down one too many gears, and the rear lit up, and I nearly fucking dropped it.
I'm staying out of it. It's
why did you pit for a second time, Dan?
So we can qualify race 2.
I actually had damage.
Oh, right, okay. Well, she was saying, wondered if you didn't have enough fuel.
I had 9 on the front, 4 on the rear, and I had suspension damage trying to catch Matt. And I thought at this point, I was like, what's the fucking point in sitting here letting Biggs and fucking Peaceful catch me? I might as well pit, try and go fast as that, and get the qualifying. What was the point?
I mean, I
love Peaceful. I love his fucking big book of excuses. Oh, no, that's not on. Mate, you lifted all the way to the fucking end, pretty much.
See, I mean, I'm of the camp. I'm of the camp. If you want to drop back to qualify, then that's fine with me. I would have done that.
He gains points.
To be fair,
I didn't.
Dean does it most weeks, but let's not talk about it.
Well, anyway, are you lot ready?
Look, I mean, I've invited Fury, but I don't think he's coming, so...
I've invited him. Are you ready?
Wait,
you ready?
Yeah.
Is Overtaker in the party?
No.
Are you lot ready?
I'm ready.
Still recovering from COVID. I'm ready.
Always ready. Let's go.
Right, cool. Let's
Is
go.
anyone invited him?
I'm all for... Overtaker's already in this party.
Is he?
I'm all... Yeah, because the people who's on the podium are already in here.
Alright, okay.
Wait,
My bad.
Yeah.
Apparently you couldn't accept an invite early doors, yeah. I'm all for people slowing down and letting, tactically getting qualified. It's not going to work for Dan, because I've calculated it. He's going to lose more points than he will gain anyway.
Well, I think if he just we'll talk about it again because we're going to go live again in a minute.
He's got even if he wins and Overtake gets second, he's still going to lose like 15 points.
Yeah, so
for that point he's going to gain at qualifying, he's maybe threw away 3 points, 4 points. And he may lose 10 points at the end of the night, not 15. Whatever. But
here we go.
We haven't got Overtaker. He's not in here with us.
We're live, boys.
We're not just yet. Just waiting for Kelly. You on the game screen, Kelly?
Yes, I'm back. Yep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in qualifying for race 2, but we have in the comms box, we don't have all the top 3, but we do have Matt and N Plava, and third place Matt. Well done, Matt. That was a recovery drive.
Thank you very much.
That was that was a cracker. Tell us firstly what happened. We missed some of the action in the first straight. Can you tell us a little bit what happened from your view?
So got a good start, was behind and sort of coming around his outside. It was all relatively clean from my point of view. Then I got a tap from Richie, but so I'm led to believe from Peaceful, who's in the same party as us. He was side by side with Richie. Richie got a bit of a tap up the rear from somebody, and that kind of put Richie into me. And then I think he bounced off of me into Peaceful. So that's why us three was at the back by so far at the start.
Right, okay, so good to clear that one up.
You spent a lot of that track racing around on your own, to be fair.
Yeah, it was pretty boring, to be fair. Got the first couple of laps, got a few overtakes done on Biggs and Smokey, and then it was quite boring. I passed Dan and Jamie in the pits, and jumped Dan. Dan had a mistake with Gary, so I got past them two off the track. Got past Grill because I think he pitted, and then I passed Jamie at the end. It was a boring one, really.
You say that. I mean, I found very similar last night. It's one of those tracks where you need to get into a groove, don't you? And once you do, you almost like it's almost just like going by the numbers, isn't it? Just getting into some muscle memory. And do you agree with that?
And I think to a certain extent, I don't think the Merc's the best car for around here. I think the track, bar the start straight, there's no power advantage the Mercedes has here. So the Mercedes power today is out the window, and it is a completely neutral ground. So that kind of makes my job harder tonight, and to come away with a podium makes it sweeter. But you've got to be on it every lap. In practice, I was lapping 22s, 23s. You know, barely dipped in. I don't even think I dipped into the 22s in that race. I think my best lap was a 23 dead. So you know, it was a tough one. If you get out the rhythm, and you clearly seen like Peaceful had moments, Jamie had his moment, Dan had moments. If you get out that rhythm for 1 second, you know, this track has a funny way of biting you in the ass.
It has, and I mean, you know, we've said before, you go offline and onto the dirt, it's very unforgiving. We saw a lot of people dropping it in turn 4, turn 5, 4, I think it is. You know, because they just got a wheel up on the dirt, and then it's over. So I do really believe you need to be in a groove with this one. So anyway, race 2. What do you think? What are you thinking? Are you hoping for a bit more of luck to come your way and people clear out the way?
In all honesty, I think it's just damage limitations this week, Kelly. I think we're going to a track next week that the Mercedes could be very strong at. And there's tracks to come in the future where the Mercedes is going to be very strong, but this is one of them where, you know, and it's going to be roles reversed at Daytona. I think it's damage limitations tonight for the Mercedes drivers. To be the lead Mercedes driver is nice. To be on the podium is an absolute bonus, because I was taking a top 5 at best. You know, you look at the qualifying performance, the highest Mercedes was myself in terms of lap time, but obviously with the grid penalty, Gary, and we were 6th and 7th. So that the pace isn't there for the Merc tonight, you know, and I think it's got to be the same again race 2. I think we've got to be looking at damage limitations, see what we can take, see where we come out. If we get another podium, absolutely fantastic, sweet, lovely. You know, that'll be brilliant. If we don't, it's one of them things.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, a podium is a good damage limitation for sure. Am I right in saying that the tables have been updated? Have they or not?
Tables have been updated,
right?
And the Lamborghini obviously needs 1 win for a 50th race win.
Yeah, absolutely. And I completely missed it. It was Daniel's 150th on the last race.
In this one.
In this one. Okay, right. I'll get to that. Well, according to my screen, then you're now just 5 points off the back of Dan in second place, but still 58 off the lead of the championship. So damage limitation, I say a podium is good. Best of luck for this next one.
Yeah, cheers boys. Thanks a lot, well done Overtaker, and well done to Plava for finally, I know it took someone to spin me, but for finally managing to be in front of me.
Well, I'm sure he's hoping there's going to be many more of those to come, and maybe the next race, you never know. And let's move on. Let's move on to our second place man, Plava. I kind of secretly wanted you to win that one. This evening, and I said that on the stream. I said I'm not backing him, but I am. Second place, you've got to be reasonably happy with that.
Yeah, I'm really happy. After the disastrous races in last week, I was extremely happy to be here fighting with top guys. So yeah.
You were showing good pace in qualifying and in practice. So, did you have a kind of inkling that you would be, you know, a kind of idea that a podium was possible for the first race?
Yeah. Throughout the whole week, I was constantly lapping with Dan and all the other top guys. So I knew that if I don't come out with a podium at least one this week, then I would be disappointed. So my goal has been completed, but not finished yet.
Not finished yet. Now another race to go. So I mean, we saw you battling with Jamie, Big Boy Brazier. Did he just have a little moment on his own? Did he just get on the dirt a little bit?
Yeah. I was chasing him, and a few laps till the end, he did the same thing as I did when I came out of the pits. So I was happy to see a car disappear from my field of view.
Absolutely, and that was turn 4, was it? The quite fast right-hander. Yeah, and you dropped it yourself in there, just as you say, just as you came out of the pits. Did you have any damage from that?
No, believe it or not. It was a hard hit, but no damage. I was scared for a moment.
Yeah.
But when I looked down at my damage screen, I was extremely happy to see that there was all zeros. So
excellent.
I continued on.
Yeah, sometimes it just works lucky like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Luck is on my side tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're starting quite far to the back for the next race. What are your thoughts for the next race? Just keep your nose out of trouble.
Yeah, I think it's the main thing here at Laguna.
Yeah.
As we saw in race 1, a lot of guys dropped, even the top ones. So
Yeah.
everyone can be caught out by this tricky track. So I just have to keep my head down and concentrate on my own driving, and everything will come.
You're quite right, and it is a tricky track. As soon as you get offline, this one bites you really hard, as I think most people had at least one incident, apart from probably Overtaker. Yeah, I think nearly everyone did. So, and congratulations on the second place and your second podium of the season, and good luck for the next race.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Unfortunately, we haven't got Overtaker in with us. Did I hear that he's suffering? Sorry?
Well done to the Overtaker.
Yeah, well done to the Overtaker. Did I hear he's suffering with a cold or back end of COVID?
Yeah, I believe it was a cold.
Oh, cold, was it? Right. So PN, he's suffering with the same thing you are, not feeling very well. So he did really well to not be feeling very well. So there you go, Smith. Look, we're nearly at the end of quali already. What's been happening?
We've got Dan that's running in at pole at the moment with a 122.5. Gary close by with a 123.04. Richie in third with a 123. Smokey 124. Jam Grill 124. Little Leach a bit off a pace with a 125.
Yes, indeed, with work to do. But as we've seen,
it'll be interesting with Dan and Gary. You don't often see these two qualifying in race 2.
No, you don't. You're quite right. And yeah, some chit chat about why they're both there, but they are. And as you say, you don't see them qualify. So as we've seen with this track, yeah, this track is very much favours the front row, doesn't it? You know, the first few positions, and we talked a little bit about it before, that some of the pro-am guys were trying to race like pros and try and do lots of overtaking in a short space of time, and it really wasn't panning out for them. It's not that kind of track. It doesn't forgive you, does it?
No. I'm interested to see where Big Boy Brazier will finish from 7th. His pace was quick last race. Apart from the last few laps, I don't know if he struggled with tyres or what. I wouldn't have thought he struggled with tyres, but
no, he had damage, didn't he? His lights were on, as he told us in the chat. He did have lights, but I think he had damage from that spin with Emplava. But again, is he? Yeah, Jamie, if you're listening in the chat, just let us know. Were you carrying damage after that spin from second place? Is that why Matt caught you quite so quickly? If you let us know, if you're listening to the stream, because you're not doing anything but sitting there waiting. So it looks like it's going to be a dead cert with Dan on this on for pole position, but there's still Richie, little pirouette there, and he's given it up. Dan's given it up. That's all he can do. He's in the pits. Gary is still on track. We picked Gary. Our Smoky Devil we picked up. He's coming up to the line. Let's see if he can improve on his 4th place. So everyone's done. What have we got? Unorthodox is in pole position. Joining him on front row is Gary 131. Richie is in 3rd. Smoky Devil 4th. JM Grill 5th. Little Leach is 6th. And Big Boy Brazier in 7th. Where's my controller? We've moved on. So 7th place, Jamie Brazier. 8th place, D Biggs. Overtaker in 9th. Matt in 10th. Emplava is in 11th. And Peaceful brings up the rear in 12th position. There we go. Magic number 4, who's Smoky Devil, gives us that best view. So
this is a hard one to pick, this one.
Yeah. I predict it will be one of the first 2.
I don't think Gary's going to hold it if he struggled with his brakes first race.
Well, me and Dan have had this agreement where we don't curse each other, so I'm not picking him. I I'd like to see Gary take a win. It's always a pleasure to see Gary winning. Richie, maybe a shout in third. Although he's
a bit wibbly wobbly.
He is a bit. Matt's saying there in the interviews that the Merc isn't suited to this track, and I from the limited time that I've driven the Merc, I probably agree with him. It's not a Merc track here at all. So
I'm gonna go Big Boy Brazier second and overtake a third, I think.
Right, with who first?
I think Dan's going to pull away and just go.
Okay. Well, we will see. That's for certain, sure.
But I do like an upset. I'd like to see somebody new on the podium.
JM Grill would be nice, wouldn't it?
That'd be nice, yeah. JM Grill, Smokey.
Yeah,
DB,
Smokey. I don't know if Smokey's ever had a podium in Pro or not. I think he may have had one. I think he got his before I got mine. Possibly. I'd have to look back on the stats and find out.
Still only 12 drivers. That's surprising. It's not a full grid tonight.
No, Fury still hasn't turned up. So no Fury, no points scored for Fury. We're syncing up. Yes, we are. So everyone's ready. They've all readied up. And we're just waiting for the lights. Long hold on these lights here in the American tracks. We got 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, and we are green and go. And look at the start from Dan. He's actually nailed that. Oh, what's going on there? That was Smokey was all over the place. Goes from fourth, goes backwards. As they all. Yeah, he is. Little Leach was. I thought he was Ice Cream Man. He had so many cones there for a minute, but it's Dan out in front. Richie is in second place. Gary's dropped back one to third. Matt with a flyer and is up to fourth place. Absolute flyer for Matt. Where was Matt? Matt was way down, wasn't he?
Matt was 10th, wasn't he, I believe?
Yeah, and who's that round? That's Little Leach.
Yeah.
Little Leach going backwards. Overtaker hasn't improved at all. Emplava has only made the one place. That's because Little Leach has gone round. So it's Dan from Richie, from Gary as they set off. As said, Matt with a fantastic start. It's got to be keen for another podium on this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, 3 Mercs, 2, 3 and 4.
Yeah, absolutely. 2, 3 and 4. And we were saying it's not a Merc track.
More cones.
More cones, honestly.
Oh.
It's like Mr. Whippy's parked on every corner. Oh, there's chaos behind there with all this lot. Look at them. You got Peaceful Explosion in there. Jamie's in there. Overtaker trying to put a move on. That's Peaceful round. Peaceful pirouette. There had to be one tonight somewhere. That's Overtaker. He's now making his way through. He's up to 8th place. He's got Jamie Brazier in front of him, who hasn't dropped, hasn't gained as yet. D-Big's in 5th, and
Matt's got past Gary. Well, Gary's running.
Let him pass one of the two, but. Yeah, looking by the gap, I don't know if Gary had a bit of a mistake, struggling on those brakes this evening. It's not the action that's making me yawn. It's the extremely busy day that I had. So I apologise for yawning on the stream. It's very rude. It's almost like nearly saying a rude word, isn't it? But
nearly not.
I've done that. Yeah, I've done that for ages. The other ones have been. The other times I've done it have been proper swear words. But anyway, so it's Dan out in front, but Richie's keeping him honest. We're still within a second of him as they. Richie, wow, and Matt as well. They were both deep in that corner. You can get away with it a bit on that one as you run up the hill. There's like the dirt is like kind of compact there a little bit as you run up the hill there. So you can get away with just a little bit of running wide. But that run wide then gave Dan some free space because he's pulled out another 1.5 seconds now, and look at this, like Overtaker on the back of Jamie Brazier. Jamie's not going to give it up easily, I wouldn't have thought. So Overtaker's going to have to work for this one a little bit. Emplava there just behind Overtaker. He's still in the mix as well.
Matt this time. Gary and Matt are swapping back and forth.
Yeah, now was that a mistake from Matt this time?
There were more cones.
Because I'm sure they can't be swapping around for position, not on lap 3. You know, not giving each other position. They must be making little mistakes.
Yeah, it must be. Well, Richie's pulling away slightly, not a great deal.
No, Dan's certainly pulling away.
Yeah, 3.5 seconds.
Yep, 3.5 seconds after lap 3, so he's pulling a second or so a lap at the moment. they're letting him get away because Richie's trying to hold on to that second place. He's now got Gary all over him like a cheap suit as they come up.
Oh, he's just gone past it. Ends out a mistake.
Ends out a mistake.
Smokey's up there in 6th. He's having a good race.
Yeah, he's having a good start considering he was took out all the cones on the start of the race. Excuse me again, I do apologise. I do. It's way past my bedtime. So where are we? Dan still. Now what Dan needs to do is get into that groove and stay in it. Just keep himself in that groove and let the laps tick away. We'll see when he decides to take his pit stop. We've got, is that Jamie? Yeah, Jamie now having a look at Smoky Devil. He's got the inside line as they come down into turn 1, and yeah, you could say that he's got the job done. Smoky a bit later on the brakes, but Jamie still with the inside line as they go. Yeah, and Smoky has to concede the position. Who else is close on track at the moment? We've got a whole gaggle of cars here, haven't we? Jamie and Smokey.
Quite close, apart from Gary and Matt and Richie.
Yeah. So that's Gary again now, under pressure from Matt again. Oh no, sorry, that's Richie under pressure from Gary. Yeah, there's so many of those Mercs that it's just, and they're just horrid, aren't they? I hate those Mercs. They're so ugly.
They're not my favourite car.
No, I saw one at Goodwood, the proper.
Oh, D-Biggs
round. Is he going to collect somebody else? Oh, that was close.
That was close.
That was close. So he nearly took out the Overtaker or Emplava or one of them. Emplava now trying to look at a way round Smoky Devil, and Smoky might be in trouble here. If you can hold him up, that would be great.
Yeah, he's 11 seconds behind now. Overtaker's getting stuck behind the traffic, and Gary's in.
Gary's first man in at the end of on lap 4. So
Overtaker's in.
Overtaker's in. Emplava's in. Emplava clouts the wall. Overtaker getting himself out of traffic. Is that what he's doing? Could be. Quick stop from him by the looks of it. He's on the move again already, isn't he?
Overtaker is, yep.
Yeah.
Gary, what about Gary?
Gary,
yep. Who else? Peaceful's in.
Peaceful's in as well. Let me write that one down. Peaceful. There we go. So, Overtaker, did he jump Gary? No, he didn't.
No.
So, quick stops from those boys, probably all using the glitch that I was explaining earlier. Probably all using that to get those stops that quick. Because if you don't, then it's like 6 seconds pit stop, stationary. If you don't use it, so Matt all deep into the corkscrew there, but he's got Richie. Did he just get him just then? Oh no, I tell a lie, sorry, I'm talking complete rubbish. Richie is still in front. Oh, Matt spun it. Matt's gone round. As he's come down the hill, he's at the second part of the corkscrew. He's gone round. Did he recover it? Can we go on to him? Did he recover it? Yeah, he did, didn't he? He recovered it quite quickly. Yeah, he's got Smoky all over him, but he recovered quite quickly. Jamie Brazier's in lap 5.
Matt couldn't have got damage then because he didn't pit.
No, I think he just did a 360 pirouette and went on again. You know, I think that's probably what happened. I'm just looking on the stream. Yeah, I'm just catching it back on the stream, and I think Matt did pretty much a 360 and came back out again. So where's Jamie going to come out? Jamie's out of the pits. Where's Overtaker? Overtaker's coming into the first corner. I think Jamie might just get this done, you know, but it's going to be tight. But he's got it done. Jamie has stayed in front of Overtaker, only just.
Overtaker would have got in front of him. I think he's a bit of a hard one to get past.
Yeah, Jamie knows his way round. He's somebody pointing backwards there. Who was that? Don't know who that was. Little Leach, was it? Little Leach having a shocker again. Yeah, he's having a bit of a shocker the way he's going. We might see him back in Pro-Am again next year.
Yeah.
he needs some good results, does Little Leach.
These two are the closest on track at the moment.
Yeah, Overtaker. And I was just saying before we got onto Little Leach that Jamie knows his way around. He may have been on a sabbatical for the last couple of seasons and taking his time commentating, but he knows what he's doing. He knows how to win. So he's overtaker's not going to have it easy. He might be staring at the back of that Audi all this race, you know.
Yeah, he could well be. Jamie's not the easiest person to get past, like you say.
No, he's certainly a handful, is Jamie.
The longer he's behind him, the more the time's ticking. He's making a bigger gap with Dan.
Yep, Dan now with a 10-second lead. I tell you what, it's nice when you're out in front on this track, and as I said, you get into a groove, you start to gain time quite quickly, which, as I said, Dan's in that groove. His last lap was a 22.9. 22.9, Smith. I can't get anywhere near that in qualifying pace, let alone a race pace. Just no way. I mean, Dan is by far the quickest person on track at the moment with a 22.9. No one else has got close to that race pace at the moment. So, who have we had pitted so far? Gary's pitted, Overtaker, Peaceful, N, and Jamie Brazier. From what I've written down, if I haven't missed any, I still haven't got my. Oh, here she is. Here she is. My personal assistant has just turned back up in the room. So what I'm going to do here now at this juncture is I'm going to ask her nicely to go and get me a drink, and I'll have a Coke, please, darling. Thank you. And then I'm going to give her the notepad because it's really hard writing down. I'm not great at multitasking, and I'm already multitasking because I'm watching and talking at the same time. Although talking comes particularly easily, so but writing as well. That's when it really starts to get tricky. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean, unfortunately.
No. Well, there you go. I think it's it's more something for people with more female gene. And that wasn't a sexist comment before anybody starts kicking up and telling me off. Just women are better at multitasking.
Overtaker's got past Big Boy Brazier. Whether Big Boy Brazier's made a mistake.
Yep, could have been. But as you say, he's got past him, but he's got an awful lot to do now because he's...
Gary now, 3 seconds up the road. It's doable. This bloke could certainly close the gap. It's
closing the gap isn't the problem. It's getting past Gary, one of the fairest racers I've ever raced against. Anyway, as you've probably heard in the stream, I'm a Gary fan. He's a great racer, a true natural, and he's fair and plays fair. So
well, let's see. I wouldn't speak too soon. You know, if his tactics holding him up for his teammate.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Smokey's in the pit. Smokey's straight in.
And so is D-Bix. Yep. Oh, Smokey spun it in the pits.
Yeah. He's facing the wrong way.
Easy to do in there. Easy in this pit lane. Yes, PN in the chat. The chat is quiet tonight. You're right. Yes. Each week I encourage. Who's in the pits? Little Leach's in the pits. Each week I try to encourage people to chat to us. We've got 12 watching at the moment. We're losing numbers here, Smith. Must be fun.
Job.
We'll have to. I don't know what else to. Racing's obviously not that exciting tonight.
Was it the racing or was it us?
It can't possibly be us, mate. We'll be sacked off, yeah. Be docked out of our wages. Sorry, our what?
The French weren't no good. We're no good French.
No, we haven't done any French at all tonight, have we?
We haven't, no.
I think we should learn some phrases and then make Thursday night learn French with Kelly and Smithy. What do you reckon?
I'll be learning myself.
Talking about French, the Underfrog is in the pits.
He is, yep.
From second place.
Max followed him in. I reckon Max going to try and jump him. Let's see.
See if he gets a quicker pit stop, shall we? We'll see if Richie is. The flag's up, the banner's up, and he has. He's done it. I'm sure there'll be some French expletives in that car.
I bet, yeah.
You're honourable Englishman. That was terrible. You're honourable. That was horrendous, wasn't it? You're honourable. You're honourable. Honourable. I sound more Spanish. I don't know.
Gary, let's see. Gary Overtaker.
Yep. Yeah, that was. Yeah, get me off trying to do French a French accent there. Otherwise, it's going to be like old episodes of Hello Hello. Google it or ask your parents. Do you remember Hello Hello? Are you old enough to know Hello Hello?
I'm more Dad's Army.
More Dad's Army. God, that goes back even further. That does. Jeez, we'll be on. Are you being served? And ain't our fault, Mum? You know. Dan's in the pits as we're running through classic British sitcoms. Dan has himself a cracking pit by the looks of it. He's going to come out. It's Gary in second place at the moment. It's Gary stopped. Gary stopped, didn't he? Yeah, Gary stopped. Yeah. So Gary and Overtaker have both pitted, haven't they? So
yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Yeah, just JM Grill to pit, so we believe. So yeah, good run from these two. They're going at it. I mean, Dan's still out in front. I mean, he's got to let the timing screens sort themselves out when they go across the line. But Dan with like 19 seconds, something like that. 15 and a half seconds. There we go. 15 and a half seconds as the timing screens sort themselves out. Gary's got himself mirrors full of the Overtaker, and he's going to be doing it. Oh, Gary goes deep into the turn, but gets the traction off the other side of that corner. That's the beauty of that one. You can double apex it. And look, Jamie Brazier's back. He's not far off this.
Yeah, and then you've got Matt behind Jamie. So one mistake from Gary or Overtaker. Let's hope Gary don't try and slam the brakes on him too early and have Overtaker bump him up the bum.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen, for sure.
I've had a few bribes like that from teammates in the past.
Oh, there it is.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, there you go. Overtakes. That's it. Commentator's curse is real. Commentator's curse. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Well, it's halfway through the race. Dan's pace, Overtaker on the last lap 124. Dan's pace in 136, but of course he pitted that last lap. So I mean, if Dan's in the 122 groove, then he can hold Overtaker off. But oh, who was that? Somebody was going round.
Somebody behind Big Boy.
D Biggs? No, D Biggs is. We don't know. We don't know.
Probably Little Leach.
Could be. Little Leach having another.
Yeah, he's at the back of the grid.
Yeah, he's having another race to forget, isn't he? Really. Emplava, where's he? 10th. Yeah, not the same sort of form. He's in there with Smoky Devil and Peaceful. With all the other Ferraris. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know where Richie's fell behind. He was set up the second when he's free Merc with all swap positions.
You know what?
Fourth, fifth, and sixth.
You know what that was about, don't you? That was about. I mean, at the beginning of this, Richie was holding up Gary and Matt, and I think you'll find that when Gary and Matt got in clear air, they were quicker, as was Overtaker, and Richie just didn't. Richie just didn't have.
A lot of seconds behind the top three earlier, weren't he? He was sitting behind Jamie Brazier and 8th, weren't he?
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, once they've done the pit stops, if they're doing a faster lap time, and Richie with not a very fast stop at all, it's lost out. He's back to 6th. So, unfortunate. It was. I was looking forward to getting Richie.
Gary does have a few little wobbles in it, Matt, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He just has a few slippery points.
Yeah, Matt's not looking hugely comfortable in it either, as he said. Oh, and Gary's gone deep. Was that a swap of position? That looked.
Yeah, I think so. Matt's pumping in a bit quicker times than Gary, and he's going to chase down Big Boy again and hopefully snick that 3rd place like he did last race.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he'll be trying to do for sure. So
how many laps we got left? Because Overtaker's knocked a second off the time that Dan was ahead.
We've
122.5 he pumped in last lap, half a second quicker than Dan. No, a second quicker nearly than Dan. Dan was a 123.7.
Yep. JM Grill, last one to pit. Yep. So yeah, we've got 9 laps left. So yeah, Dan, as you say, Overtaker a second quicker on that lap. I mean, if he went a second quicker a lap every lap, he still wouldn't catch Dan by the end of the race. So
that'd be nice
of course.
To see, though. Down to 3 seconds. That's pretty impressive.
it would be very impressive. Of course, as long as Dan doesn't have a mistake, and that could throw it wide open.
Yeah, traffic as well.
Yeah, traffic. Traffic could be an issue. Again, especially here, where you don't want to run offline, overtaking a back marker. So yeah, it could be an issue. But let's see how the rest of the race pans out. PN Motorsport. Sorry?
Smokey's had a solid night tonight.
He has had a solid night, you're right. PM Motorsport in the chat is the only person chatting. I think he's our third commentator at the moment, and he's saying the curse of the commentator, it's real. I'm telling you, it is a real thing. As you've just seen, we were chatting about Gary, and let's hope he doesn't have a little wobble, and then he has a little wobble. But I think the only person it doesn't work on is the overtaker. As it goes deep.
Just watch him now for the next couple of laps.
Yeah, let's watch him for the next couple of laps, and I bet you he makes no mistakes now. He won't make any.
Unfortunately, I'm away next Thursday. I'm not going to be able to party next Thursday.
Oh, you're not? Oh no. Where are you
I
going?
need to let Matt know. I'm off in the caravan for the last trip before.
Off in the caravan. Where are you going?
Yeah. Just up the road, actually, not too far. I'm hopefully going to bring it to Donny next year.
What do you mean? What's up the road? What's up the road for you?
Forest, big old forest.
All right.
Centre Park, that forest place.
Oh yeah, nice. Well, hopefully the weather will be nice for you.
It'll be a bit chilly, I'm sure, but
Yeah, you're right. You're in a caravan.
Unfortunately, you'll have a replacement, and then hopefully the lights will go up.
People will stay. The French will get better and everything.
That's what they'll do. They'll replace me with a French commentator next week.
Yeah, oui. Monge too. Oh dear. So, well, yeah. You never know. I might end up chatting to myself next week. You never know.
Well, you'll have your work cut out. Cameras, taking notes, commentating.
Mate, done it before. You know, this job pays so incredibly well that you just can't not do it, can you?
No, there you go.
Yeah. If only.
Pussy. Nudgy.
Now, peaceful.
Track, no.
Doesn't look like he's going to, does it?
No. I would have thought that was one, but.
Yeah, I would say that.
That one. If you got your notepad.
I've got my personal assistant back, and I've made a gesture with my finger, where I'm kind of swirling my finger to write that down, but she was already ahead of me. Yeah, that kind of thing. But she was already ahead of me and already wrote it down. There's, you don't want my missus as steward, I'll tell you. No one will get away with it. That's for certain.
I think Dan certainly lifted off a pace a lap, and he's second slower again than this man here.
He doesn't need to worry, does he? I mean, no. I was in exactly this position last night, and with my teammate catching me, half a second a lap, something like that. And you just think to yourself, I'd rather. There's enough time in hand, you can just roll it home. Better that than a spin. Not that leave it before I go and ruin Dan's race. But yes, he is catching Overtaker in the 22s now that he's in clean air all by himself. Down in the 23s. These guys still the fastest guys on track. Smokey and Little each in the 43s last lap round. I don't know what happened to those guys, but I tell you what, it's going to be quite the grid next year in the Pro-Am.
Could well be.
Could well be.
There, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're right. We're still early days, but
anything could happen.
Anything could happen. You're right, and
we'll have to find a new teammate.
Who's that? Oh, that's Little Leach again with damage on my screen. He's got a light out and it's all smashed up. There's his brother flashing him. He'll jump right out of the way.
Yes, he will. He'll be straight in the hedge.
Yep.
It was Matt.
It was Matt actually. Yeah. Matt letting him know that he was there. Now his brother's behind him. So. And he's done it, yeah. He's Little Leach let him pass. No, he hasn't. Here we go.
Yeah.
Steady on, Gary. Don't want to be out on that dirt.
He's a bit wibbly wobbly.
He is, isn't he?
Bit track over the track sides, isn't he?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, a little bit. I don't think Gary has the time to set things up as much as he would like to. And when I first came into pro. Gary and his brother Craig Little Leach were champions, and at the time they'd both just had their children, and had different priorities than practicing on project cars, and I ended up racing against them most weeks, mainly because they had just rocked up and were doing it, and I've been practicing all week, but I had some great races with Gary and with Craig, and thoroughly enjoyed it. But
yeah, I don't think they practice quite as much as they used to now.
No, because young families and all the rest of it, it's different priorities, and this game needs practice. It needs practice.
About it. I've been doing it for 3 years now, 7 days a week, 24 hours.
And this is as good as you've got. Oh dear.
You can over practice, is what I was told.
You can over practice, to be fair. You're not wrong, actually. We laugh and joke, but you can over practice as well. To be fair, you get sick of it by the time you actually get to race it. You get sick of that track.
The last 2 weeks, no word of a lie, I've not practiced at all. Turned up on a Wednesday night with a 20-minute practice before the race, and that's been my practice session. It's probably shown, to be fair, but
to be fair, I didn't do much practice this week around Laguna. I probably had an hour or so on Monday evening, and then straight into it on Wednesday. But I was kind of confident that the car was good and that I knew the track well enough. So
yeah, it showed. Race 2.
Yeah, I think PN's trying to keep the whole chat alive, all on his lonesome. He's saying that we don't want him commentating because we need a bleep machine. Well, yeah, I nearly had a little expletive earlier. Not my worst one. For those who've listened to me before, I have done much worse. But he's trying to hold up the whole chat, and seems to be that it's just PN Motorsport and Mummy D are the only ones who are actually saying anything. There's 15 people watching, so please do let your fingers do the talking and say hello.
3 laps left to go. The only big gaps we've got is obviously down to Overtaker with 11 seconds, and then you've got Big Boy Brazier's got a 7-second gap to Overtaker, and then Matt's got a 7-second gap to Big Boy.
Oh, it's Richie. That was Richie in the background, just having a moment, and somebody round there. Who's that? That Smoky Devil stopped. Go on to Smoky Devil a minute. Has he stopped on track? Has he got has his wheel disconnected? The car seems to be moving.
Oh, it disconnected at the same time last week.
Yeah. Smoky with issues once again.
Got a yellow flag on this corner as well.
Yeah, a what? Oh yeah, yellow flag. I don't see them often.
Or is that Smoky? Don't know what that yellow box is on my screen.
No. Sometimes if you have a little yellow box like that, it then stays for the whole race. But who knows? There's a lack of flags in this game. So there you go. We're on board with the race leader at the moment. He's pretty much dominated this one, and that's the power of being on the front row, I believe. And still 11 seconds ahead of Overtaker. I don't think Overtaker's going to be too disappointed. He's only dropping a few points, isn't he? And he's got them to spare. Who's that? Richie. Richie now with the front end.
No lights on my screen.
He's got no lights on my screen either. So
no lights on my one, Richie.
Yeah, no lights on that.
Pit if he ain't got no lights.
He should technically pit. But hey, I mean, I'm not bothered if you're not bothered. Do you know what I mean? But
I'm only commentating.
yeah, absolutely. So so I'm just a mere commentator. I don't make any decisions. Yeah, I can as well. And to be fair, with the lights out, you don't have to look at that ugly Merc so much. So so it's fine with me. I was saying earlier, I saw one of them, the GT3 version of that Merc, at Goodwood Festival of Speed this year, and there goes Smokey's disconnected. We thought he might. Disconnection on lap 20.
This guy's had another good steady race, quiet race.
Yeah.
They've had 15 points, him and Big Boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a solid round for those guys.
Much, but as a team, they get solid points. The finishing positions are normally quite high.
Yeah. Steady points for the teams. Yeah, where are they in the constructors? Let me have. Oh, they need strong points, don't they? Because they were at the end, at the back of the constructors.
Well, you've got one man trying to do two man's job, the Overtaker for his team.
Yeah. Yes. No, I tell a lie. After the last lap, they'd moved up into P6 in the championship with 91 points, but 97 off the lead.
Yeah, Jaeger had taken the top points again this race, hadn't they? At 4th and 5th.
Yeah, they're leading the championship at the moment, and as you say, they're taking top points at the moment.
That teammate.
That's one teammate just lapping the other one.
Luke has got no lights on my screen either.
He's got one on mine.
There's one.
He's got the right hand light, but the left hand side of his car is stuffed right in, like it's been stolen and
little Leach has been driving it.
Yeah, and ram raided through a spar shop. You know, that's how it looks.
Penultimate lap.
Starting his final lap, actually, mate.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Try not to miss this one.
Let's try not to miss the winner of this one, yeah. And who's that in front of him? JM Grill, doing his best Tokyo Drift impression there, and making a lovely job of it. Overtaker's got the gap down to just nearly 8 seconds. Yeah.
That's impressive for what he had to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
122s consistently.
Yeah. As I said, first and a second, I don't think he's going to be very disappointed with that.
He's pulled over 10 seconds from Big Boy in third.
Yeah.
Who's got a good 12 seconds over Matt in fourth.
Yeah. Don't think too many places are going to change now, but hey, you never know. It ain't over till the fat lady and all that. So yeah, but she's certainly warming up her vocal cords as we go towards the down through the corkscrew for the last time. With all the glitches and problems, this is probably the last time you'll see Laguna Seca on Project Cars here at Simplay. Possibly. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think you'll see it again. But to cross the line, his second win of the season on Orthodubs. Takes race 2 win from lights to flag. From flag to lights. Lights to flag, that's the one. His job done. So Overtaker is going to come in second place with a great comeback drive from that point. Jamie Brazier on the podium again. Good points for the team. He's going to end up crossing the line in third place. Another strong drive for Matt, it's got to be said. And on a track that doesn't suit his car, he's going to come over the line in a good solid fourth place, and good team points with Gary just behind him in fifth place. Look at this, look at these two showing off.
More than 9 times.
Yeah. Apparently a celebration flashing is okay because
if you're in the top 3, you can't celebrate 5th and 6th. Come on.
Yeah, not that many flashes. I think someone should penalise them. Yeah.
Solid 6.
Yeah, it was solid 6 as well. So good team points for them. Emplava with a poor start and a good first race. He's going to end up in 7th. So it could have been a lot worse for Emplava. Who else we got? Richie with such a good start to this race is going to come across the line in 8th place. Peaceful Explosion is going to be 9th. JM Grill 10th, and Little Leach is in 11th spot. Let me.
Fastest lap. Yep.
Fastest lap's got to be Overtaker, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, 1:22.1.
1:22.1. So there you go. That's your finishing grid. Let me scroll down through there because Kieran wants to know everything. So there you go. 11th place, Little Leach. There you have it. And who have we got in the party? We've got
Big Boy, Overtaker, and End Up.
Okay, so your top 3. Well, we've got two of the top 3 in the party. So we'll start with Jamie. Jamie, first things first. Ginsters is not a proper pasty.
It is. You just never tried one.
Mate, trust me, I tried one. I vomited for a week. It was unpleasant. So Jamie, good result there on the podium for the second race. You were having a solid first race as well. Sum up your evening for me a little bit. Give me some feedback on your evening.
It's been a solid evening. Had pressure from Emplava in race 1. Thought I could hold on, and then just made a mistake. I don't know whether it was the same for Dan, but me and Biggs both had the same problem where the car in the last few laps would just go really slidey on the rear.
Yeah.
And coming through that corner, I just lost it. Went down my normal line, just dropped it.
Yeah, just popping back to race 1. You and Emplava were having a race. Did you get damage when you had that little spin in front of him?
No, I didn't get any damage.
Right. Just like you were saying, the car just become kind of loose towards the end of the race.
Yeah, the car had just become loose, and then say I'd got 27 front suspension damage after I hit the wall and just couldn't hold Matt behind. But so it's good to hold on to P4.
Yep. Well, the good news is you and D Biggs have had a solid round tonight, and you've come from what was P8 in the championship to P4 in the championship constructors. So moved yourself up to P7 in the drivers. So good team points for you guys, and all in all, not a bad evening, eh?
No, it's been a cracking evening. Just getting points on the board, getting a podium as well. So Biggs has had two good races in the past few rounds. He's just been involved in incidents. There wasn't at the start of this one. I thought it was all going to go wrong, because I haven't, apart from this race too, I haven't had a good race 2 this season. And right at the start there was a bit where I got damage with Smokey and JM Grill, but I managed to get away with it lightly.
Yeah. So we move to Dubai next week. Very quickly, what are your thoughts about that?
I quite like Dubai. I've got history with our race winner.
Yes, you have. I remember that one. Yeah, me and Matt were commentating that one. I remember that. Yeah, that was. Let's hope we don't have the same repeat of that. But as I remember, you were going well though, weren't you? Both of you there.
Yeah. I've always gone quite well at Dubai. So, and the Audi goes quite well. I got a decent setup. So hopefully it's more of the same for me and Biggs, and hopefully I might be able to get my first win of the season.
That'd be nice. We look forward to the idea of that. So congratulations for tonight.
I believe it's my 100th appearance in race 1 or 2 next week as well.
Yeah, it is apparently. So yes. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week, Jamie, and well done for tonight.
Thank you. Well done to Overtaker and to Dan.
Yes, indeed. And Overtaker can't join us in the comms. I believe he's not very well. So. Is he? Oh, right. I beg your pardon. Beg your pardon. Second place, Overtaker. Welcome to the commentary box. Sum up your evening for me, please.
Let's start with race 1. I got pretty good start. I saw Jamie jump then in the start. I guess he made another mistake or 2. But I just drive carefully to the end, and I saw the gap growing by the left, so it was okay. The race 1 was routine.
Yeah. So I mean, another solid round for you, a win and a second place, good points all in all. So I mean, you got to be reasonably happy with that. Are you a fan of this track?
You mean Laguna Seca or Dubai for next week?
Well, are you? Have you been a fan of this one at Laguna here?
Yeah, Laguna is, if you drive normally, if you don't push the limit, then it's okay. But if you push the track, it bites you every time. I mean, 1-2 wheels on the grass and your spin. So first race I was driving in my zone, super cool. But the second race I was pushing every lap, trying to catch Dan with his tricky tactic. So I couldn't manage at the end, but I'm super pleased with second place at the end.
Absolutely, and you're exactly right. Laguna is exactly that. You need to get into a groove and kind of stay there, really. But moving on to next week, Dubai. Are you a fan of that one? Do you feel you can do well there?
Yeah, I chose the track actually, so
right, yeah.
I'm super strong on Dubai.
With that,
we'll see about Dubai.
yeah, well, that makes a lot of people happy, including me, because I like Dubai. So so I've gone well there. Jamie's gone well there. Dan goes well there. So you've probably made quite a lot of people happy. Congratulations for tonight, and good luck for next week.
Yeah. Congratulations to Dan and everyone else on the podium.
Yes, indeed. And we move on to Dan, Unorthodox second win of the season. Dan, tell me about your night.
It's been a rollercoaster ride just up the corkscrew, to be fair.
Right.
I don't know what happened, to be fair. I'm happy to take the win in this one, but I need to sort out race ones. Those automatic starters are just ridiculous. I can't outdo them on the starts. They just beat me to turn one. But either way, I mean, I hold my hands up. The contact with Gary and the corkscrew was my fault, I believe. I gave him the position back, was dead last in race one. Tried to come back, I then trying to hunt Matt down lap after lap, dropped it, hit the wall and got damaged. So stopping Biggs and Peaceful catching me and making another mistake, I just decided to pit, try and go for fastest lap. Ended up able to qualify, got an extra point for pole position, so that's good. And obviously a win for this one, so it's been an up and down night.
Yeah, and a disappointing race one and a good race two. This all sounds really familiar, really familiar. Bit of a Davis deja vu there.
Can you start winning more, please? That'd be nice.
Yeah, mate, not a problem. I'll do it. I'm going to do the Porsche thing next week and give its 50th win or whatever it is. And I'll do that for you. And hopefully it'll mimic. Also, your 150th race, which I again completely forgot to mention all the way through while you've been leading, but 150th appearance here at Simplay. So congratulations for that. You're still, not to upset you too much, 48 points off the back of Overtaker as we move to Dubai. Your thoughts on Dubai?
Hi, Jamie. Jamie and I have had history there. We've actually had a great battle there before. I don't mind Dubai, it's just the tyres that are the issue there for me. But other than that, it is Overtaker's choice. By the sounds of things, it is his backyard, sorry. So we'll go to Dubai, we'll take it with a pinch of salt. I'm not too hopeful for the Audi there, but I do know there's going to be a couple of circuits that will be favouring me. Let's just say I'm looking forward to going down under, because that is when I think I might be able to bring that gap back down. But Dubai, we're just taking it race by race.
Okay, well, congratulations on the win this evening.
Thank you for that, and thank you. Well done to Overtaker for race one, Matt, Jamie, and also Emperor for their podiums as well. So solid job, boys.
Absolutely. We move on to Dubai next week, as Dan said. If you want to go back and watch the race that Jamie and Dan have history at, you can, because they're all on the YouTube channel here at Simplay. You can go back and view any of the races whenever you like. Randomly, why don't you go back to last night's Pro-Am and watch a masterclass in consistency in race 2, or maybe go back to some of the other highlights on our channel. They're all there. Let's do driver.
You did a grand job as defending. You did a brilliant job, mate. Well done for that.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Well, the week before, I think I was a masterclass in defending, and it was a masterclass in leading. Anyway, we're going all over the place here. So, Smithy, your driver of the day.
Oh, driver of the day. I'm going to give it to Biggs.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Solid job. I'm probably going to go. For Jamie, to be honest. But honourable mentions to Matt for a solid night in the car that's not suited. Emplava for a good podium, and so mentions to those as well. Smithy, we move to Dubai next week. What are your thoughts on Dubai?
I haven't a clue about the track. I can't even remember the track. So
it's hot.
Hot, yeah, hot. Hot's all I'm going to say.
Hot. Hard tyres for sure. So yeah, a week from now, Pro-Am on a Wednesday night. Join Matt and Dan for some expert commentary next Wednesday night at 8 PM as we move to Dubai. Me and Smithy, no, Smithy's not back next week. I don't know if you heard that, Matt. Smithy's sodding off in his caravan, and I'll be here. But who else will be with me? Well, might be on my own. You never know. Next week for Dubai. See what happens next week. Pop over to the Audio Sport relative social media, YouTube channel, Facebook, all those. Please, we could do with your likes. We could do with your subscribes. And, well, I think that's about it. Smithy, any last words?
No, another great night. Can't knock it.
Absolutely, some great racing here at Simplay from me, from Smithy, and from all the team that make it happen. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care of yourselves, and good night.
Well.
You're out.
Thank you.
This Audi is wank.
Yeah, it's disgusting looking as well.
It's good around Dubai.
Fuck me, man.
Did you have the problem in the last few laps where the rear was going really
fucking weird, man? The whole car went weird at one point. Even in race 1, it just fucking went weird. I don't like this car whatsoever. Get me in the fucking Lamborghini again. No, I didn't fucking pick the sack of shit. I made an agreement with my teammate.
Well, you pick your fucking teammate.
I just want to go to Bathurst. I just want to go to Bathurst.
You and me both.
I want to go to Brands Hatch.
I mean, Brands, I know this thing is a fucking animal. I know this thing's an animal.
Wants to go wherever the fuck he wants.
Jamie, your fucking start really wound me up. Because as soon as you got past me, I was like, he's fucking gone now. Overtaker's gone. That's it. Like, I can't get fucking near him. And then Gary decides he's going to be fucking ballsy around the fucking corkscrew, the fucking nutcase.
I was trying to stay on my back, but for the first lap, I was just trying to get my tyres up to the right temperature.
Yeah, Gary went around the outside of the corkscrew, and I just kind of stayed strong on the outside of the other half. And he just fucking stayed there. He just did not move. He didn't make any fucking attempt to give me space, and we just kind of met in the middle. I think it was more my fault because I should have really fucking lifted, but hey, I dropped to last, and I knew fucking the only way I could beat Overtaker was if I wasn't going to be in that fucking reverse grid. I was adamant I was going to be in the fucking qualifying and at least start at the front so I can fuck off.
Oh, so if I understood correctly, you get an extra point also for the second round of qualifying.
Yeah. So whoever qualifies on pole for race 2 gets it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't.
Know that.
I mean, I mean, it's not really worth it if you go and do pole, win, and second. That's easy. You're gonna cancel out like a fucking 8th and a win. But
yeah, you'd rather have a good race one than come through from the back.
Yeah, I sat there.
I should have done it in Catalonia if I knew that. So
I sat there and I was catching Matt. I was catching very quickly, and you know, turn 4, that right-hander.
So many people dropped it.
Just touched that gravel ever so slightly, and the king just killed me. It just snapped, and I was just like, fuck.
Dan, I done exactly the same thing on lap 19.
So many people did.
But
so many people did.
The thing was, I got 10 aero damage on the front. I had 4 aero damage on the rear, and I had both the left-hand side wheels with suspension damage. And your teammate Biggs and fucking Peaceful coming at me left-hand over fist. And I was sat there and I was just thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Let's try and go for fastest lap, go in the pits, and I can qualify for race 2. And a Peaceful, he thinks I'm tactically slowing down, but I actually did drop it. But
but to be fair, Dan,
it's a fucking game. I took advantage of the rules. It's not against the rules to finish slower.
No, see, I agree with you. I agree with you. I would have done it. I called it in the stream, actually. I called it on comms to say that's probably what you were doing, and I would have done exactly the same way.
The problem was, right?
Peaceful. So we don't have battles on track.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to. I know we're not having battles wheel to wheel, but I'm trying to mentally race you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's trying to out just play.
Play strategy. Strategy.
I don't have raw pace. I can't keep up with you.
I think you do this on around Laguna. When practicing, you do it about 20-1 on the full fuel. So.
I actually did the other night. I did a 21.9 with full fuel. I don't know what happened to the car tonight. I really fucking don't.
I struggled a lot again.
It was fucking weird. I don't like being the host.
The session just felt weird compared to the practice session.
It's fucking Laguna Seca. It's fucking fun.
Yeah, it is.